Yo, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So let me explain for y'all. It's free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Gotta get on it. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yo, it's Duke.
It's DJ.
And this is the Comebck Szn podcast, episode 4, back for another episode for y'all. How you feeling today, bro? How was your week?
Feeling good today, man. This week was a good week. We got a lot of good topics to talk about. I can't wait to get into them.
Yeah, we do got a lot to talk about for y'all today. I think we should start with this Black Excellence, Black Hollywood Walk of Fame jump that I seen. That's a good starting point. What you think?
All right, let's go.
All right, so more than 10 Black artists and actors and entrepreneurs will be added to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The list includes Nipsey Hussle, Regina King, Michael B. Jordan, Ashanti, Kenan Thompson, Tracy Ellis Ross, Michael Strahan, Tessa Thompson, Holly Robinson Pete, Martha Reeves, Marilyn McCoy, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Billy Davis Jr., Byron Allen, and George E. Clinton Jr.
Okay.
First things first, this is a big deal, and I'm proud of anything that celebrates us, you know?
Yeah, Black excellence is a must.
Yeah, it is for sure. And whenever we acknowledge and they celebrate us for bringing value and any type of entertainment, I always think that's dope.
Yeah, like, it's a good thing.
Yeah. With that being said, it is a few people on here that I feel like, well, not a few, maybe like one or two that I feel I have not issues, but I think it's like
too soon.
Like, I feel like because like the Walk of Fame, it's supposed to be like the Walk of Fame is supposed to be like everybody know who you is.
Right.
So with that being said, I think Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, it might be too soon for them.
Yeah, when I heard the name, I was thinking it in my head, like they on that shit already. Like I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad too, but I'm like, I look at it like the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
like that's like putting
like somebody that put in a lot of work, like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, that's like either you put in a lot of work or you already at the end of your run.
Yeah,
like and you in the last stages of your career. Like that's like putting KD or Steph Curry in the Hall of Fame right now. Why they still playing? Like they gonna get there. Like Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, I feel like they gonna get there, but I just feel like it's too soon. Yeah, I feel like you should go in there when you done or you pass your prime. They just getting into their prime. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but and then another issue I have, I feel like, and I don't mean no disrespect. I love Ashanti, but I don't think she belongs on this list.
Ashanti was on. You did say her name, did it?
Yeah, I don't think she belongs on this list, and it's only because I don't think a lot of people outside of our culture know who she is for real. Like, of course we know who she is,
yeah,
but I don't think like middle class white America know who Ashanti is. Like, they don't know who Ashanti is, like for real. Like she, like, come on now, they don't know.
They might, you never know.
I mean, I'm not saying none of them don't know, but the majority of them do not know who the fuck Ashanti is, bro.
Yeah, I guess she right. Shit, she with a white billionaire now, so maybe that helped.
I don't think that's true, by the way. She said she want dating dude, but that's another.
Yeah, that's another topic.
But yeah, I just feel like it's too soon for Michael B. and Tessa Thompson, even though I know eventually they will get there. And like I said, Ashanti, I'm happy that she getting one.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. We ain't hating on that.
Because she do deserve more credit than she get. But I just don't think everybody knows. I feel like Walk of Fame, everybody know who you are. Like almost the majority of the country know you. I don't think that's the case with Ashanti, but I could be wrong, but that's just what I personally feel though.
And Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yeah, shout out,
R.I.P. man.
salute the Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, the Nipsey
Feel good
Hussle,
to hear
man.
your name on anything that's got to do something with something great because we knew you was gonna be great, whether you was still here or not. But
Facts. And that was really like he was definitely in my top 10. I'd say he was like my number, I'll say 5, maybe 6 favorite rapper.
okay,
Like current. Like I remember
yeah,
telling niggas like, bro, listen to Nipsey Hussle, bro. Like I remember when Victory Lap dropped, and that was the same year J. Cole dropped KOD and Drake dropped Scorpion. And I was like, I think Nipsey Hussle album better than both of them. And that's saying a lot because you
yeah,
know I love Drake and Cole. And
yeah.
I felt
That's
like
true.
his album was better than both of those. So salute the Nipsey
Yeah, it
Hussle,
was.
man. Salute the Nipsey Hussle for real. All right, so while we on the topic of black excellence, I want to talk about the Olympics because it's coming up. Olympics 2021. It's gonna be held in Tokyo.
Okay.
So and it's supposed to start July 23rd. So that's what's up. While we on this topic, I want to talk about Shakira Richardson because I never heard of her before this, but I seen her story on I kept seeing it on my timeline and I seen it on all over the media.
Okay.
And I thought it was a dope story. She's a freshman at LSU and she won the Olympic trials. And I have the headline right here, so I'm gonna read that for y'all. All right, so Richardson, 21 years old, she won the women's 100-meter at the U.S. Olympic team trials on Saturday and became one of the world's fastest women. As soon as she crossed the finish line, Richardson made her way through the stands and immediately embraced her grandmother. The emotional moment was captured live before Richardson shared that her family had recently suffered a loss. She recently just lost her mom like a week before that.
Damn. Sorry to
So
hear that.
yeah, so so she just secured a spot. So she going to Tokyo to play in the Olympics
Okay.
for USA. So even in grief, and she was grieving her mother, she still went and did what she had to do and still won too.
That's good,
So
man.
that's
That
hard.
means that means she was in her.
Yeah,
And you gotta do that. Like, we know how it is. We lost our grandma, and you know what I'm saying, it made us tougher than what we want to do. That's why we doing what we doing now, starting to embrace ourselves a
facts,
little more. So, you know what I'm saying, I can kind of feel what she was going through in that moment, and to still win it, man, that gotta be one of her proudest moments of all time.
facts, bro. Like I'm never big on track or nothing like that, and I don't keep up with track. But when I seen her story and I thought it was dope. You know how you just keep seeing somebody like a lot of people post like the
Yeah,
same thing
yeah.
on my like I seen it on my explore page like
But that's
multiple
what.
times.
But to be honest, that's what makes me get into track because I'm not really into it. But once people start showing it, and I always find it interesting just to see who win. And when I seen her, then when I heard about her story, I was like, damn. I was like, okay. And now that it's like what, four black women
Yeah,
that's gonna be in the Olympics
yeah,
that just not too long one about to be in it now. So that's great, man. It's dog. This is what I'm talking about.
for sure.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, we getting knowledge, bro. Like people keep forgetting, bro. We run the sports. We run the sports game.
Yeah, we do at
Like,
this point.
everybody think we just run basketball. No, we run basketball, football.
Football.
Now we in gymnastics, swimming, track. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, personally, I think we the best athletes. And I ain't just saying that because I'm black. I just feel like genetically, like we just built for athletic shit. Like we
Yeah,
just
don't get me wrong. It's some
yeah,
out there
it's
that's
yeah,
good too. That, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying. But it's
That-
just like to see us finally, you know what I'm saying, getting the credit that we finally deserve when it comes to stuff.
Yeah.
It's just excellent, man. I love our black people, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. And like I said, Shakira Richardson, I think it was dope. Like I said, I didn't know about her before this, but I'm definitely gonna pay attention to her now. Like again, she go to LSU. She a freshman at LSU, and now she headed to Tokyo to represent USA. So salute to her.
And she fine too.
Yeah, she alright. She alright. That's for sure. Let's talk about playoffs and what's been going on. So before we even get to everything, we're gonna start with Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Um, I think the game 7 is probably the best game of the playoffs, of the whole playoffs so far.
It definitely was.
KD had 48 and Giannis had 40, which was huge because I think that only happened like 2 other times where opposing players each scored 40 in a game 7, I believe. And I think it was the other 2 was LeBron James and Paul Pierce in 08. And then the other one was Sam Jones and Oscar Robertson in 1963.
Okay.
So that was a huge moment in itself. Um, it's a lot about this whole series, but that was crazy. But KD, bro, y'all KD fans make me sick, bro. He missed the game-winning shot. First of all, I understand he dropped 48, but I just hate the fact that people making excuses for him, bro. Like if that was anybody else, if it was LeBron or if it was Kyrie, they would be going in on them right now. Like I was watching Undisputed, and this man Skip, he threw every excuse he could find for KD. This nigga even blamed James Harden. Bro, James Harden was hurt. Like, how can you sit right here and blame Harden for KD for them losing game 7? At least he was out there. He's injured. At least he was out there playing. Like, and it's not like he talking like James Harden is ass. Like, bro, he hurt. You know James Harden not ass. He's James Harden. And when he was healthy, he was a candidate. Before he got hurt, he was a candidate for MVP. So why you talking like he ain't who he
But
is?
I
bro?
felt like where Skip coming from, even though he was hurt, look what the points he still dropped.
He hurt though. At least he was out there. He played the whole game.
Yeah,
At least he was out there though.
He was out there, but that's what I'm saying. I guess what I guess Skip was trying to say was that he still dropped 26. But I felt like at the end of that game, even though everybody wanted to see KD be the game winner of that game,
Yeah,
I just felt like, in my opinion, I feel like James Harden should have shot that last shot. And the only reason why I say that because first of all, KD Fati, he was done. He already played 50 minutes. He played more minutes than anybody. Even on the Bucks side, he played more minutes than anybody that was in that game.
And that's because Steve Nash don't trust his bench.
You can tell. And that's why he shouldn't have been coach anyway. I never thought Steve Nash should have been fucking coach, but anyway. When James Harden had the ball in his hand going down the court, wasn't nobody on him, and he just straight passed it to KD. And you could see when KD was walking down the court before he passed it, you could see it in KD that he was tired as fuck. Like, and that's why I feel like that's why he missed that last shot. Like that wasn't even a miss. That was an air ball. That's how you know the nigga was tired.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that fucked KD up in the game because he thought he shot the 3 before they went in that overtime.
Yeah.
But his feet was on the line. But I just feel like his feet wouldn't even look like it was past the line. To me, his feet looked like it was just on it. I feel like
it was on it.
I feel like that shit should have counted in a way. But I guess it can't be on it. I guess your feet gotta be past it. And KD feet big as a bitch. Yeah. So in a way, it's still his fault, but it's 50-50 not his fault because everybody thought he had the game won because everybody thought even everybody at the game thought he shot the 3 until they went back and looked at it and his feet was on the line. But you still gotta give the man credit. Even though they fail. He amazing. He did what nobody had KD to do. Nobody asked KD, all right, give me 10 assists. Nobody asked KD to give me 11 rebounds.
Yeah, he definitely showed up and did what they asked him.
He definitely showed up what they need him to do. And he showed us finally that he can do those things like LeBron been doing for years. He can do those things. He just wasn't the guy that needed to do those things. Because
he always had somebody to do that for him. And I understand all that. And I agree. KD is a beast, bro. He did his thing in that game the whole season. But I just feel like they just need to stop with the excuses. Because if it was anybody else, they'll be getting killed right now, bro.
Well, I don't know what you seen. I seen a lot of people bashing KD. The comments.
I mean, the comments. I'm talking about the media.
Oh, the media.
The media, ESPN, and they narratives.
Stephen A. ain't get him no damn pass.
He probably the only one.
He told him.
And Shannon.
Number one.
They the only one.
Karma.
Everybody else, they trying to be all sweet about it. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, because they want because
They want him to be
because they all had next going to the finals, which everybody did.
Yeah, everybody did.
That shit sucked. Like I still don't get how Jeff Green 1 minute showed up in the game where KD had a triple double. He showed up, gave y'all 27 points.
Yeah.
Joe Harris showed up, but then in the next two, when y'all really needed win, y'all was fucking ghosts. Like I feel like the coaching in that game was horrible because if you had got all your players to get involved, I feel like the last two games was just all about KD trying to end the series. And I think that's why they lost, because it wasn't no team effort in that shit.
It was just KD.
And like James Harden barely, you know what I'm saying, barely gave 20, he had like 26 points in the game. But
like I said, I'm not gonna kill James Harden because I got respect for him for even playing the whole game when you hurt.
Yeah, and then he found out the injury that he had, the injury that they told him that he had when he went in the game. So now the shit is worse. So that's kind of fucked up. Yeah. I don't get these NBA doctors because they supposed to help you and make sure you know what's going on with your body. Like we done seen this happen too many times, bro. Yep. It happened with KD when he was with the Warriors. Yeah. Like they told him he was good to go, no damn way he won't good to go, and this is how injuries, this is how players
fuck up their career.
Yeah, fuck up their career. That's why Kawhi did what he did. Look how people bash him for wanting to come back when he was ready to come back. You see what I'm saying? So all that bashing him for that, now y'all see why he did what the fuck he did. And hey, Bucks, man,
they deserve it, bro. I'm proud of Giannis, man. Yeah, I wanted, like, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted the Nets to win, but I'm glad that Milwaukee won. I'm glad that they won because I feel like they deserve it. They was a better team.
That's crazy. You said you glad that Milwaukee won, but
I'm glad they won. No, of course I had the Nets winning.
Yeah, but you had those niggas winning one game. Like, come on, bro. Like, that was fucked up. I told you not to sleep on him. I said, I told you the pressure won't on him no more.
Yeah, but let's be honest, bro. Kyrie and James Harden was there, and they was healthy. They would have only won one game.
So even if Kyrie wasn't there and James Harden was healthy, they would have still probably won.
Hell no.
So you don't think a healthy James Harden and KD could have did it to beat that team?
Wait, I don't think if KD had Kyrie and if all of them was on the court, they would beat them.
No, I said that, but I said I think KD and a healthy James Harden could have still beat them without Kyrie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you said something else. Yeah, they could definitely. Hell yeah. But anyways, like I said, I'm just glad that Milwaukee won. I guess the Nets I don't know. You think they'll be available for next season? Kyrie and they should be.
They is. Yeah. Even though I did hear some trades going around, them trying to trade Kyrie now.
I doubt it. I think they're gonna give it another.
They got to. They got to run it back.
It's too early. Yeah,
they got to run it back.
It's too early, and then they only played like 14 games together.
Yeah,
I think they only played like 14.
And that's why karma came because Kyrie took all that time out.
Exactly.
And then for him to get hurt.
I'll be honest, bro. I don't think Kyrie gonna win another ring.
If he don't get his shit together next season, he done.
I think he only gonna win one in his career, which is fine because he won, at least you got one. But it's always something with him, bro. It's always something with him, and it's like he can't do it. It's like he can't do it without LeBron, bro. He can't get there without LeBron.
And that was one of the trades I heard. I heard that we all know that LeBron out here trying to recruit Steph Curry. We already know that's not gonna happen. Steph Curry not leaving.
I seen so many recruits. They said Brian trying to get Steph, Brian trying to get Luka. He trying to get Dame Lillard. I'm like, bro.
I ain't heard the Luka one, but I
seen Luka.
But Dame Lillard went to LeBron James and said, make that call. So it ain't like LeBron went to him. Dame Lillard FaceTime him on live on the meter and said, hey, Bron, make that call, man. Do something, man. And then ever since he did that shit, now Portland trying to bring players on the team. Like they trying to get Towns on the team now so he can stay.
Dame Lillard
and they trying to trade CJ Collum if Dame Lillard approve it first. So
he need to go. But
he got to go.
Yeah, but we'll see. We're gonna see. Next we got Philly and Atlanta. So the Hawks eliminated Atlanta. I mean, yeah, I was about to say they eliminated Atlanta. The Hawks got rid of the 76ers in Game 7.
Which I fucking told you.
I was wrong. You said that they was going. You said I thought.
I said
I
had
think,
7-6 of winning.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well, ATL might win if they're having B. But then I'm like, damn, they beat their ass with Embiid.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because I looked at it like they was the higher seed, so I'm like, they ain't gonna be dumb. Like,
but it was
shit don't mean nothing
I
guess
more,
it
bro.
don't mean shit no more because them like the Hawks, they just going crazy right now. But you think Ben Simmons should get traded though after what he did?
He should have got traded when they had the chance to get James Harden. Like that was a no-brainer.
That's what
like
I heard a lot of people
like
say that.
Doc Rivers, like that's on him when it comes to that. Like you had to go. Like you was gonna get James Harden for Ben Simmons. That was an easy yes.
Yeah.
Why would I keep a nigga on my team who can't shoot? Like niggas,
Exactly.
like I don't get them. Like they scared the man so bad, man. They didn't want to go in the hole no more.
Yeah,
like
he
man, passing the goddamn ball,
passing up dunks, passing up layups. Man, this man is wilding out. Like it said that he took no fourth quarter shots from Game 4 to Game 7. He ain't even
that's
attempt.
A damn shame.
He ain't even, and he a guard. He ain't attempt no shots from Game 4 and in fourth quarter from Game 4 to Game 7.
That's a
crazy.
Damn shame, bro. So he can't hit free throws.
He was getting killed. He's still getting killed in the media right now. But did you see what he said in his response?
No,
I'm gonna play it for you.
Yeah, play it.
Play that John for y'all.
I feel my guys tonight, which I do the regular season regardless. Offensively, I probably ain't do enough. There's a lot of things. You gotta go back and watch the game, but there's a lot of things that I didn't do well this series. We lost. It sucks. I am who I am. It is what it is. You know, it's not easy to win, and it shows. You know, Nets got finished by Buck. It's not easy to win.
He said, "I am who I am. It is what it is. It's not easy to win."
Yeah, and you gonna be who you are, and don't be shit. You ain't gonna last. He's not gonna last long in the NBA.
His confidence is not there, bro.
Like, don't you get for talking all that shit. Like, they found videos of this nigga on playing video games, telling people how trash other teams was, and you got beat by that team.
Embiid said that's the turning point when he passed up that dunk. He passed on that dunk. He said that was the turning point for him. You heard when you heard it when he said that shit?
Hell no.
Yeah, he said that was the turning point. Like everybody like killing him for that because he could have dunked that.
Yeah,
he passed it. Yeah,
like he wants to be like at least grief freak out here.
At least he missing, but at least he taking the shots.
And sometimes he do hit some threes. His percentage probably be low as a bitch, but at least he try. You just what the fuck you doing?
It's like a mental thing with him now. Like it's in his head, but even though Embiid said that, but Embiid you can't put all the blame on Simmons because this nigga had 8 turnovers. Embiid had 8 turnovers that game.
And that sound about right because he's doing every fucking thing. Like he's been carrying that team. Like even last season, bro. Look at like if you like eventually if you carrying the team and he's a center at that, you carrying that team, you gonna make mistakes because everybody's focus point is on you now. Like they ain't gotta worry about Ben Simmons because they know he can't shoot.
No,
Harris, he a good player, but he's not a scorer like that. What they should have did, I don't know, man. Embiid just need to go to another team, bro. Yeah. He need to go to. I would love to see, even though I don't know why I'm about to say this because I can't stand them, but they have players that I like, Jason Tatum, but I think he'll be a good fit with Boston.
He would be, but that's a good piece for Tatum.
I always said they needed a legit center. Now they just need to get another point guard now.
Yeah, and then they'll be a contender for real. I don't think Embiid and Simmons that shit not working, bro.
It ain't working.
Like look how many times this didn't happen, bro. This is like the fourth or third time.
But you can't really say that because Ben Simmons wasn't even in them jumps because he was hurt. He was hurt the first season when he got drafted.
Oh yeah.
Then he wasn't in the one when he wasn't even in. I think actually ain't this his first playoff jump? Because I don't remember him.
No, I think he played. I think he was.
You sure he was in the jump when Kawhi beat them? I don't think he was in that. I don't think he was in that series.
This is his first playoffs.
Maybe it's his second.
I think it's his
second.
Maybe
I'm tripping. Shit, obviously he didn't show up in that because I forgot.
You think it's Doc Rivers' fault? I seen that some people blaming him, but I don't blame Doc because
I blame Doc.
he not on the court though.
He's not on the court, but I blame Doc as far as making adjustments. He could have made better adjustments. You see him. You see he's not doing what the fuck you need him to do. Should have put his ass on the bench. Should have put his ass on the bench and try to find somebody, or you got somebody on your team that could do something, that could score or something.
Yeah.
I'd rather try with somebody that I know that's gonna try to give me points than somebody that's not trying to give me points.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of people say that, like, bro, like he's not good in adjustments, bro. He always been like that. He just used what he got and keep it that way. He don't try bringing another person out there and see what they gonna do and see how they gonna react. Look how Ty Lue did with the Clippers. T-Man won't playing at first. When Kawhi got hurt, he came out there and gave you 38 points. He ain't doing that shit no more, but he gave you them points when you really needed it
the most. Yeah. I understand why people like go after the coach, but they can only coach so much, you know. I mean, you're not on the court, but I get it. Like what you said makes sense too. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Ben Simmons gonna either take all of this shit and it's gonna make him go even harder, or it's gonna crumble him, bro. And he ain't gonna never be the same because they killing him right now.
Man, but like I said, I've been saying this for years about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers won the ring because he had hungriest players his first year when he was with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
After that, he has not done a damn thing. He went to Los Angeles Clippers and look who he had with that. He basically had every goddamn player who was a Laker at first, and they still couldn't do shit. You got Kawhi, got PG, you still couldn't do shit. Yeah, you now on the court, but as your job as coach, if you see something ain't working, you adjust.
Yeah.
You make adjustments, and he never did that. He never found players that where he can at least get somebody that can give him 10 points, 8 points. If you got Ben Simmons out there ain't giving you no points every game in the fourth quarter, that's when you should have took him out in the fourth quarter. When it matters. Fourth quarter matters the most. That's when you should have took his ass out. That's making an adjustment. If you lose, at least you can say you tried.
Yeah.
But this on you because you didn't try that.
Yeah.
You kept him in when you seen it game after game after game that he's giving away the ball when he could be dunking on. First of all, why the fuck you're not dunking on fucking Trae Young any fucking way?
Exactly.
Nobody else, like who on that team that's taller than you other than Capella? And half of the time, Capella ain't even in the paint. So why the fuck is you passing the ball so much? Like, who the fuck you scared of
the line, bro?
Like, god damn, like that shit crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. Like I said, he gonna either go harder or it's gonna kill him even more than he already fucked up.
And get out. I'll take you.
All right, so we're gonna move to Phoenix and the Clippers. The Suns took game 1. I think game 2 was last night, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was game 3.
That was game 3.
Oh yeah, Suns 2-1 now because Paul George.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they went up 2-0.
Yeah.
But Booker, he had dropped 40 in the first game. I think that was like his. No, I don't want to be real. No, because he dropped like 70 before.
But this is highest
in the
playoffs.
Yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah. He had a triple double. He had 11 assists and 13 rebounds. So, which leads me to ask, because I heard Stephen A. say he is the next Kobe. What do you think about that? Because hold on, but to be clear, he didn't say that he is. He said he's the next Kobe, meaning he's getting there. Not saying that he is the new Kobe. He said he's the next, not the new.
So and that's why when it comes to that, like at first when I first heard about that, I was like, yeah, I could see that. He trained with Kobe. He was at Kobe training camp. But it's like, I feel like we do need to stop these expectations on these young players and let them be as their own. Like, because Devin Booker finally becoming his own player now. And now that he's becoming his own player, and now to throw that out there, saying he's the next Kobe, it's putting too much expectation on him. Not really even pressure, because he gonna score. Like, we know that. But a lot of stuff Kobe did in the game, players not doing right now. Kobe did it on both ends of the court.
Yeah, that's what.
And not saying Devin Booker not doing it on the other end of the court, but he's not as dominant like Kobe was.
Yeah.
But I would say he do got a little bit of that
The
mama
mama,
mentality in him.
sure.
So when it comes to that, I say that for right now.
Yeah.
Because he is doing a little bit better than Kobe did in his first 3 years. So I would give him that. That's probably why Stephen A say he might be the next Kobe, because he is putting up numbers that Kobe didn't do in his first 3 years that Devin Booker is doing in his playoffs now. So I can see it, but I'm not going to go too far. First of all, I'm a diehard Kobe fan. And if I say that you could be the next Kobe,
it's a big deal. That's why I asked you.
It's a big fucking deal.
I know how
bro.
you feel about Kobe, so I'm like, how you feel about that? Because that's a big statement, especially for Kobe fans like you. So, I mean, like I said, they they play the same position. I think Kobe was probably like an inch or 2 inches taller than him, but I can see the similarity. So I guess we'll see.
I see a lot of similarities in a lot of people, because a lot of people went and trained with Kobe. Like you had
like Tatum.
Tatum. That's why I like Tatum so much. Well, I like it, even though I hate Duke. But sometimes you gotta admit, sometimes they do have players that you end up liking when they get in the NBA. And Tatum is one of them. Like,
I like Tatum.
Him and Devin Booker is probably one of my favorites in a long time that I like coming out of college. You know what I'm saying? So
we gonna
see.
Yeah, we're gonna see where his career end up. He definitely headed on the right path. So
yeah, he definitely heading on the right path. Him and what's the center name? Damn, how the fuck I forget his name?
Son of who?
Sons.
Shit, I forgot his name.
Aiton. DeAndre.
Oh
Ayton. So if they could keep having connection, I would love to. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see them try to have a Kobe and Shaq connection, bro. I would love to see that again in the NBA. You don't see that shit no more, where you got a good shooting guard
and a big
man and a sweet ass big man that could just take over the fucking game. You don't see that as much no more. So I would love to see that happen one day. But if not, that's fine. Everybody their own person. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. Let Kobe be Kobe. Let Devin Booker be Devin Booker.
Facts. So let's talk about Atlanta and Milwaukee. Hawks take game 1. Game 2 was last night. They got blew out. I seen that joint.
Yeah, they got blown.
They got blown out like crazy. But Trae Young, he dropped 48 in the first game. That man is doing his thing. This man is really doing his thing. Like the Hawks, bro, they is like really like flying through the East right now.
It's like they got me believing that they might make it to the finals.
It's crazy when you think about it, because I can't remember the last
time. But it's nobody on that team though that can stop
Giannis.
Yeah,
I feel like they will get stopped here. But the fact that they went through the rounds the way they did, bro, they got hella respect for me.
Because nobody did have them. Nobody even have them even making it to the conference final, bro. Like everybody thought they was gonna lose the first game. Like people had them losing against New York.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't
either.
I wanted New York to win only because of D Rose, to be honest. But I didn't have them winning like for real.
Yeah.
Like, but Hawks, man, like ATL stepping up,
they
bro.
doing their thing. This playoffs, they really doing their thing. I'm happy for them. My takeaway from the playoff. This is my takeaway from the playoffs so far. Trae Young has been the emerging star of the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's the star of the playoffs. Phoenix has been the team of the playoffs to me.
Correct.
And the best game of the playoffs so far was Game 7, Brooklyn and Milwaukee. That's my final takeaway so far.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay,
because Trae Young, man, he's killing it, man. Like
he's killing it.
He's showing you like even if they don't win it all,
it's still he's a star now just because of what the fuck he did this playoffs.
This man turned into a villain out of nowhere, bro. Like
I never looked at him like that.
Yeah, I love it though.
I love it too. Like, I love it too.
I love when people can embrace
something,
embrace something other than trying to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like that bow he took when he sent New York home.
Bruh,
That shit gonna live
bro,
forever,
that
bro.
shit was fun. Even
That shit gonna live forever.
when they won and the dude shoved his ass, he walked off, brushed it off, did
Yeah.
like this. I was like, hey, I love that nigga.
Nah, did
dog.
you see in game 1 when he did the little
Shimmy
shimmy?
jaw, yeah, he did it again in game 2. I think
It didn't matter though because they got blew out.
But he did it before they was game.
Okay,
He did it before they got blown out. That's why I was about to say. I think they got tired of him doing that shit.
That's why they went.
I think that's why they beat the shit out of him.
That shit was disrespectful in game 1. But that
Yeah.
shit, it was funny though. That shit was hard. Like it was cold for real. Like he lived up to his name, Ice Tray, with that junk. That was cold, bro. That was a cold ass move.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was funny though.
So before we leave from sports, like, all right, so what's your prediction of who you think going to the finals?
I think we're gonna get Milwaukee and Phoenix. I want to see personally. I want to see Phoenix and Atlanta because I think Atlanta been doing so good.
Yeah,
I think they deserve to go, but I think it's gonna end up being Phoenix and Milwaukee.
I can see that.
You agree?
I agree.
All right, I guess we're gonna see what'll happen then. What's gonna happen then? All right, so we're gonna switch gears real quick and talk about Derek Chauvin. He was sentenced yesterday to 22 and a half years in prison for the murder of George Floyd. You feel like that's a good number, or how you feel about that?
Bro. It's really not. It's not at all. Like, some people happy about it, some people not. But let me explain to the people who are happy about it. First of all, that's not fucking good, because first of all, they sentenced him 22 years, but in good behavior, he could get out in 15.
Yeah.
We have black men serving longer prison sentence for marijuana than for him murdering a black person. Like, let's just be honest, bro.
That's true.
Like, black people get more bigger, longer sentence than them. And for example, like, I did my research on, because I wanted to prove this to people who don't know this, but I forgot the man's name. But they say he stole a $9 coat out of a store, and they gave him life in prison.
Wait, what is happening?
I forgot where this happened at. I lost my research, which I'm mad because I don't lose stuff when I want to talk about something. But that was like one of the third topics that people was going around talking about, how many the black people who have longer sentence than what he's getting.
Yeah.
Like, you can't bring George Floyd back. Like another person, like, I'm bad with names. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm bad with fucking names. That's why I should have wrote all this shit down when I did my research. But it was a busy week for me, so sorry about that. But I even heard that it was one guy that got more years than that, and they just shot at a cop. Like, they just shot at a cop. They didn't kill a cop. They didn't shoot a cop.
Yeah.
They just shot back at a cop. And he got life in prison. Like,
yeah, that's how it is though. That's how it is, unfortunately. That's how it is, when they gonna always get lesser, or should I say, we gonna always get more time when we do something. They could do the exact same thing, and it's gonna always be hard on us.
Exactly.
So that ain't nothing new.
And then to go to jail for life or just for marijuana, when marijuana about to be illegal everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, so do those people get their life back?
I would think so. I hope so.
No, they not. I know they not. Don't see that.
I know they not, because they don't. That's how it is. They don't want to. They don't like to admit their wrongs.
But we supposed to admit, and which is just fucking crazy. Like, it's just, man, it's just crazy how the justice system is, man. Like,
yeah,
like, it's always like, no matter how right we can be, no matter how many evidence we have,
and now it's on video, and it don't even matter sometimes.
Yeah,
most times. This like the one time that it actually did something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just some part of me's telling me is this nigga really gonna be doing time. Like it's just some part of me like they gonna hide this shit and he really not gonna be in jail. Like that's the feeling I get.
I think he will be in jail. I just think they're gonna have him separated. And even if he do get out on good behavior, which probably will happen, but that's if he even make it that long. Cause unless something happened to him in jail, which I doubt it, because they probably gonna have his ass
Prison is
protected.
different from jail, so I don't. So
Well, yeah,
he
true,
in prison.
true.
He in prison. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see can he last. But like I'm saying, I don't know, man. It's just some rubbed me the wrong way about this whole thing, and then it's like the fact that it took this fucking long for finally a cop.
Yeah, I know that should happen. Like when it happened, like
I feel like the
2020.
first. I feel like the first one that was like that was on like video was what kind of was what was it Trayvon Martin?
No, that wasn't on video.
No, that wasn't on video.
He
okay.
made a. He had called.
He called.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
But
cops.
yeah, but it's point is that
There's so many videos.
there's so many videos that we have seen, and it took this one.
Because it did. I feel like if it wasn't for the whole world watching this case, and because they already knew if they didn't find him guilty, it was gonna be more riots.
Yep.
And they don't want that again. Because this last time when the George Floyd thing happened, it was not only us riding, it was a lot of white people out there riding with us, and it was causing even more corruption for them. Yep. So they knew that was gonna happen again. So we cannot let that happen again. We got to put him away. So I know I'm sure they didn't want to put him in jail, but they had to because they didn't want that shit to go down again.
So would this make an example out of other cops? Do you feel?
Hell no, I don't think so. I think I want to say yes and no. I feel like because it's still happening. Like I seen so many. I seen hella videos ever since then. Since that shit happened. But I feel like if they actually do what they're supposed to do and start and locking them up like they did him, then they'll stop doing this shit. Yeah, because they have consequences. But he's just the first, hopefully, of many that they need to lock up.
And the thing another thing I don't like that people don't understand either. Like even when this man get out of good behavior, if he lasts in there, he still get to live a life. I'm pretty sure they still gonna make sure he's well taken care of when he get out, because that's how fucked up they is behind the scenes, bro. Yeah, like if it was us, we had to. It's so hard to get a job. People don't want to hire us because we did this and did that. We can't even explain why we did it. We can't even tell them that we trying to change. It don't matter. We still got to go through all the trenches just to get a fucking job. But when they do some shit like that, I'm pretty sure they got a retirement plan for this man soon he get out so he could be well taken care of. Facts. And if he got family and kids and shit, they is too. Like that's the difference of when you getting out of jail from a black man, from a white man. They gonna still be good. Yep. While we gotta start the fuck all over. And by then, when you think about how many years they sent to you and how old you was when you went to jail, bro, you might can't do shit when you too old to do anything at that point. That's so what do you do?
And based on how the world is now, like I wouldn't be surprised if his family then got a whole GoFundMe for this man right now, and people.
Yeah, I won't be surprised because people been doing that anyway. Yeah, I think they was doing that before he got sentenced. To be honest, so he already getting money because a lot of people supporting that shit. Like, facts. It's really a lot of people supporting
what he did.
Yeah, and they don't see no wrong. That's why I said it's not us against white people. It's us against people that are racist. Yeah. There's a big fucking difference.
Yep. It really is. It really is. Like, it's crazy. It's just all of this is just crazy, man. When will it stop? I don't think it'll ever stop, to be honest. Even if it get better to the point where they start locking these dudes up and they start suffering the consequences of their actions, it's still gonna be a one here and there that's gonna, still do it or try to get away with it or whatever. It's just crazy, bro. Like,
I'm not saying I want to see this, But I kind of want to see what would happen if it was a black cop
Not even if it
doing
was
that to a white
That's
man.
a good point. But not even if it was a cop. If it was a black dude.
No,
period.
it gotta be a black cop because that's why I want to
Yeah,
see the difference
the
there.
role
Because
and see how they
we
were- how
all
they were
know
treated.
if a black man kills somebody, you already done. It ain't no if or buts about it.
Yeah,
But
true.
as a black cop that's in that system with them,
Yeah, that's
do
a good
that to
point.
a
And see how it would work.
and see how. Yeah, I want to see
Same
how much
judge,
time he
same
would.
everything.
Yeah,
I wanna
how much
see.
time he would have got. What they would have did, man, they would have put that nigga in an electric chair, man. That nigga would have even be living if he
That's a
did that
fact.
shit.
That's a fact. And there wouldn't be no GoFundMe's and a bunch of white people supporting him either.
Hell no.
So, or white racist people, I should say.
Yeah.
So, but while we on this topic, I want to talk about George Floyd. He got 2 new statues that was dedicated to him in his life, and it was revealed on Juneteenth. One is in Brooklyn, New York, and the other one is in New Jersey City. The New York one is like a head sculpture of him.
Yeah, I seen.
And then the one in Jersey is like a 700-pound bench version. Like he's sitting on the bench.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both dope. But I brought this up to say, well, for one, I'm happy that he got these statues. I'm just
Facts.
wondering why they didn't put one in the city that he's from, because I don't think he's from either one of these places.
He's not.
So that was kind of confusing for me. But the one, I'm happy he got them overall. But the one in New York was vandalized the night,
Wow.
the same night it was revealed.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it got vandalized that same night that they revealed it. Somebody sprayed. I don't know if it was one specific person or a group of people, but it looked like they sprayed like black paint over like his face or something. So
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
can't
do
have
nothing,
shit.
man.
Can't do nothing. Like it's just crazy how
hatred,
how much people hate, man. Like it's so much hate in this world. That's why American is what it is today.
Yeah,
because there's so much hate. It
There's
ain't
a lot
enough
of hate.
love, man. It's
Yeah.
not enough love in this world. And that's why people out here doing what the fuck they want, don't give a fuck, don't go by the rules, the system, and all that shit. Because it's like, what's for? Who? The system was made for us anyway. All these rules about not doing this, killing all that shit was for us to put all us asses in jail or dead underground
or living in poverty.
Yeah. And then it's just like the shit now, like I can't even get it out because it's so disgusting. Like y'all made it hard for us to put some of our people to live in projects, and now you taking it down. Like we shouldn't have to go through even being a project. Not saying some black people, it's some of their fault how they living and what they doing. I get that, but we all know y'all wanted us
and one community, one. I wouldn't even say a community.
Yeah. Because it ain't community.
Yeah.
Because if you got different projects and they beefing for shit that ain't theirs,
yeah.
Y'all just like us people that need to realize that that was set up. Games, all that stuff was set up.
So we can
knock
destroy
each other off.
So we
can knock each other off, and they can be like, yes. But that just don't happen because the population of growth of how many kids keep coming, just like we would never
stop.
Yeah.
So which is why this is a whole nother topic, but
yeah,
like which is why I feel like they pushing this whole gay agenda on black men. Like that's a whole nother topic, but I feel
it
like
need to be talked about.
I feel like they slowly, because it's just so like every time you turn around, like even when you watching, I was having this talk with a few friends of mine, like every time you watch, like even when you get on Netflix, you see a new show, and they have one gay dude on there and he black. Like I seen that so many times. It's like they really pushing this whole narrative on black men specifically. Like is nothing wrong, and I'm not saying like whatever you do is your choice, but it's like they trying to make that's like our thing.
Like it's
like,
right.
They're trying to kill masculinity in the black community, like which eventually will
Because I feel like they want women to stop having babies.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, exactly.
In that community. That's all it is. Like they want women to stop having kids so that can stop us from keep coming. So that's why they pushing all this gay shit. Like,
exactly,
man,
bro.
we know what it is.
Exactly.
It's just the fact that people fall for it. People got excuses, which I don't understand that they was born this way.
And like putting like trying to create gay characters and cartoons and shows for kids. I'm like, bro, like, why do they have to be in that? You're introducing them to this type of stuff while they're kids. They don't need to know anything about none of that. They just kids.
They just
they
kids,
introducing them to this type of stuff.
We already know the older they get, they gonna find out. Let's just put it out there now because we already know that it's big now. It's bigger than what it used to be.
Yeah, it's a
so
market.
We know
like now it's a market.
Yeah,
now.
we know now.
It's
like no matter what age they get, they gonna find out about it regardless. But the fact that you pushing it, making it seem like if they want to do this, it's okay. It's not. It's not okay. It's really not okay. If they want, if kids want to decide what they want to be, they should not be making that decision
as a kid.
As a kid,
yeah,
as a kid, they should not be making that decision.
Facts.
They haven't even lived life yet. How the hell they gonna make a decision that they know they gay? Because y'all pushed it.
Exactly.
Y'all pushing on everything.
It's one thing to accept. It's one thing to accept if your child is gay, but it's another thing to push it on them. Like, you don't have to. If they come out as that, then okay, but don't push it on them. Like, why are you pushing?
Like, they got to make that decision.
Yeah, like,
which one are you?
It's ridiculous.
Are you going to be straight or are you going to be gay? Like, come on, bro.
Like, and this so off topic, but it matters for what we talking about now. Like, I seen one of the characters because they bringing back Rugrats, and one of the aunts, they said she in this new version she's gonna be gay and it's gonna be known. It's gonna make it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought she was gay.
I mean, a lot of people, but now a lot of people said that, but now they gonna like make it like thing. Like they're gonna be known. I'm like, why? It's for kids though. Why do that? Why do they even matter if she's gay or not? If it's for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. It's just, I don't know.
Well, we grew on to what kids gotta grow into now. It's way different. Sure. And it makes me scared because it's like, I know soon I'm gonna get older. My child gonna get older.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what else gonna be brought into this world.
Because look where it's at now. And it's probably gonna get worse, to be honest, like before it get better. So,
like I said, I have no problem with the decisions people want to make.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
You do what you want.
Yeah.
All I ask is, you do what you want to do over there, and just leave me the fuck alone. I don't mind having a conversation, but I know this still our topic, but it need to be said. For all you people that's gay, I'm not gonna say faggot because that's offensive to y'all. So for all the people who's gay, let me make this clear to people that are straight. Just because you're gay doesn't mean try to force straight men to be gay. And I done seen it. And I'm not even gonna say I've seen it. It happened to me before. Like, it happened to me before, and I don't like that shit because y'all know when somebody else gay. Let's be y'all know because if two gay people see each other and they find each other attractive, they're gonna end up eventually talk to each other. But if you see somebody that got a whole girlfriend and all that stuff, and you telling this person, you ain't gay, and they tell you no, and you be like, you sure? See, that shit I don't like because now you disrespecting me. Yeah. And gay people always hate when straight people talk about them because they make us feel like we hate them. We don't hate you. First of all, I don't hate nobody. Hate is a strong word. But the fact that y'all like to push that narrative on other people, I feel like that's wrong. Yeah. Just like for women, just like for men who are women now, even if your dick cut off or not, I feel like if you know who you're messing with and they don't know you was a man,
that's wrong.
That's wrong.
You should let them
know. Should let them know ahead of time this is what they want to do. That's fucked up that you put a man in a situation where now these days you can't even tell if you fucking with a woman no more, bro. That's how bad it got. You don't even know if you're fucking with a woman. I didn't see a woman before I thought it was a woman. I had to look real hard, and I found out it was a man. Like it's just the world is crazy, bro. It's just like shit like that is sickening, bro. Like, give a person heads up, because if you out here looking like a woman, of course, man, some man gonna think you a woman. Some men ain't smart enough to figure out that you was a man, unless we ask for your birth certificate, your last ID in the last 5 years, something like shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, you should let it be the person's decision if they want to make that decision.
Yeah, you shouldn't force nothing on nobody.
Shouldn't force
That's
nothing.
basically what I'm taking from what you're saying. Don't force nothing on nobody, man. All right, so we're gonna go through some right through topics. I think we should start with this Trick Daddy whole situation that's been going on. So before we even give our opinions, I'm gonna play what he said. So we won't take him out of context.
Beyonce ain't trying to give back the music and that. Beyonce don't write music, and Betty can sing her motherfucker. So Beyonce can't sing. I don't like Beyonce.
Okay, she definitely can't sing. I don't know why they be thinking she can sing. They just.
I'm gonna say my unpopular opinion right now. Beyonce is to R&B what Jay-Z is to New York. That's why they together. Jay-Z ain't never won the greatest rapper alive. Whoever put him on a level of that. New York lost big and they needed a hero. They wanted to be the mega of hip-hop, and they just handed it over to Jay-Z.
All right, so he got backlash for this, which you know that's gonna happen. So before we even, I'm gonna play what he said after the backlash started.
Beyonce, the number one performer I ever seen besides Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. Can she sing? Yeah, she can't sing. Beyonce ain't Stephanie Mills. She ain't Patti LaBelle. She ain't Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. She ain't Adele. But that's my opinion. I told my homeboys, Chris Brown is on the level of Michael Jackson. They like, you crazy, you disrespecting the king.
All right, so okay, first of all, you can have your own opinion if you want to. I don't understand why are we trying to kill people for having their own opinion? Like you
talk about the man health condition. That's why his face like that. People don't get like Trick Daddy ain't just get like that over age. He have a disease.
Yeah, he got a condition.
And for people that go because of what he said to Beyonce and about Jay-Z and now, and y'all go over the top to talk about this man,
and then go leave bad reviews on his restaurant,
right? Yeah,
over there. Like come on, bro. Like, just because he said she can't sing.
Everybody have an opinion.
People so
everything.
sensitive, bro. That's people so obsessed with celebrities. And you say one thing,
you would have thought the Bayhive.
You would think he did something like extremely wild or something. Like he just said she can't sing. That's an opinion. You gonna kill him for that?
No, fuck that shit. The Bayhive think they can do whatever the fuck they want to, bro. They think they can say whatever the fuck they want to, and think everything about Beyonce, what she do is right, when half of some of the shit she do is wrong too. Nobody's perfect, so why the fuck we always judging? Like Bayhive, they killed careers. Like they killed Kyrie Richardson's career.
They got her out
and they treated her like shit because she put out facts. She wrote her music. She did this. She did that for Beyonce. It's just that Beyonce got the credit of it because of her name. That's it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Beyonce is not good at what she do. I'm never gonna knock her off for what she do.
I love Beyonce.
Yeah, I love Beyonce too. And this one, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like certain fans will make you not like an artist no more
because
of how they act.
For sure.
Like, let's get me wrong. Like, I'm probably gonna get killed for this, but Beyonce can't sing. She can. I think her vocals got better as she grew in her career. But if you go back to I want to say at least the first Destiny Child, her first album, bruh, hell no. She couldn't even sing nobody else's songs that could really sing. Beyonce could sing what fits her.
I see what you're saying. Man.
You get what I'm saying?
If you say like that, because I think she can sing. I just don't think she's on the level of Whitney Houston. Yeah, but it's a lot of people. That's not. So I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying when he
could sing.
Yeah, he talking about like powerhouse singers, like Whitney Houston. Like doing one like once in a lifetime generation type of talent type thing.
Mariah
But
Carey.
yeah, they like a whole they like God
You
level vocalists.
you could turn the music off and take away all that editing off their music, and they can really go out there and still sing. That's the type of singing Trick Daddy is talking about.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
But I personally think she not one of them, but I think she can sing really well, in my opinion. She not one of them, but I think she can sing.
Yeah, I think she can sing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She can sing good for the music that she put out. Don't get me wrong. I think Beyonce. I think what song made me really made me realize how her vocals got better for me when she came out with Halo. When she came out with Halo, I think that's what made me start being like, okay, I give her a little credit. But when she did that, Before I Let Go song,
I love that joint.
You love that joint. I love that joint for a cookout show, but bro, she shouldn't hit that note. She shouldn't hit that note, bro. Let's stop. Let's stop that shit, because if it was anybody else, that's what I hate about big names. Because if it's a big name person to do it, it's okay. But if somebody that's not big yet trying to get big and did that shit, it's just like, for example, now everybody always talking about y'all motherfucking niggas cannot rap. Y'all need to stop rapping. Y'all need to stop doing this shit. But how would they ever grow
if they stop?
Yeah. Some people can't rap. But some of y'all don't give people credit that's trying either. And that's what I'm saying. It's always big names that get away with certain shit than a person who's trying to make a big name. And Trick Daddy Dude also got a point about the whole performance thing. Like, I don't like how they gave her #1 performance over Michael Jackson. I know. Fuck no.
I can't speak on that because I ain't see enough of Mike.
I did. I seen enough of Mike.
Like, I seen videos like YouTube and all of that, but I haven't seen enough of him to get my opinion.
Beyonce never had people crying.
Yes, you have.
Well, who? Kevin Hart.
Bro, Beyonce be having hella. You gotta understand.
This is how I know you didn't watch none of Michael Jackson. The dumb Beehive. That's different. That's a fan.
But that's a huge. She probably got the biggest fan base right now, bro. Probably.
She got the biggest fan base right now, yeah, because all the legends is done. But if you go back to Michael Jackson, nobody had a bigger fan base than Michael Jackson, bro. People was going to the fucking hospital getting carried out because this nigga performed. This nigga wasn't even doing shit. He was just standing on stage and motherfuckers was falling. Nobody fall out, go to no hospital for no goddamn Beyonce. This nigga Super Bowl perform. Niggas on top of the goddamn, on the top of, what you want to call it, Titron, whatever the fuck it is. Like, man, Michael Jackson was a motherfucking beast, bro.
Nah, I ain't saying she was better than Mike. I'm just saying I can't say.
I'm saying that's what Beehive's saying. Like, they got her. Like, they got her.
She is that to them.
Ever since she did the Super Bowl with the I forgot what number Super Bowl it was. Ever since she did that last Super Bowl performance, they had her as the best performer since Michael Jackson, and I just don't think she's a better performer than Michael Jackson.
But you said the best performance since Michael Jackson, since him.
I get that. Okay, I get that.
If you saying that, then that's.
But
that's
I'm saying, but if you go look up right now and Google, they got her #1 as the top performance of all time.
Is Michael Jackson on that list?
He's on that list, but he's not one no more.
I thought you were saying
they got her as one.
I mean, they probably looking at it like, I don't know, maybe because they probably factor in current, because she still performs to this day. Michael is no longer here, so maybe they putting that's why they probably edged her over him, because she's still doing it. And maybe it's just recently biased, because you still seeing her perform right now, so it's like. I still feel like even though I love Beyonce and I'll never take nothing away from her, but it's still a lot of shit that she has done that people don't never want to acknowledge of her wrongs. Like, Beyonce is not perfect. She's not. She did a lot of shit behind closed doors people don't know about. There's a whole lot of stuff that we know. It just people so scared, and they got more money. They got hush money. Like, I heard she stole songs. Like, she ain't like my thing is, like, one thing about R&B singers, we already know most times when they're singing or they have a song, 9 times out of 10 they didn't write that shit.
I just hate that everybody, like, I'm not gonna say everybody, Beehive fans make it seem like she can't do no wrong when it comes to music. Like,
Yeah.
she had help. She had,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Cause
it ain't nothing wrong.
she a singer.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying you're not getting the point when I'm standing.
No, they
on
trying
when
to make it
comes
seem like she do
make
everything.
It, yeah, they make it seem like she does everything. She don't do no wrong. Just like that song Neo wrote for her. Why you think they stopped writing? If you notice, the people that was writing for her in the beginning of her career stopped writing for her. Why? Because they wasn't getting their credit. She was taking credit like she wrote the shit herself. Like, that's why Neo got mad and put it out there in front of everybody. It was like, no, I wrote this song.
Irreplaceable is the song.
And that's why Kyrie Richardson did that shit, because everybody got tired giving her the credit. Like, if you go back in the day, if you go get them CDs.
Yeah, you can see the credits.
You can see the credits.
Yeah,
that's what people you can see the credit. So I don't understand how Beehive goes and kill other people's careers because they told their side of facts or what they did. Like, who you think a better singer than Beyonce right now?
Right now?
Do you think about it right now better singer than her?
Off the top of my head, it's hard to think. I'm sure it is. I just cannot think off the top of my head.
To be honest, I think what not Beyonce from other R&B artists, because you got Jasmine
Sullivan.
Yeah.
You got Jennifer Hudson is
Jennifer Hudson. You know what I'm saying? But they don't get no credit. They don't get no props at all. It's like for them to be out there, even Fantasia, for them to be out so long, they do not get that reputation like Beyonce do. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I can tell you why too. It's because
the songs. I think Beyonce put out the right songs.
It's not only is it the songs, but Beyonce can do more than one thing. They got amazing voices. She got a good voice, and she could do other things maybe that they can't do.
But what that have to do with records?
She got the whole package, though.
I get that, but when it comes to records, we can't see you dance. We can't see you perform in the damn song.
But, I mean, her songs are better.
That's why I said that's what knocks her, because her songs are good.
Yeah.
But your songs should be good because look who you're working with. That's what people don't understand. That's why I try to get people to understand when they say stuff about let me get your opinion. Who's better, Chris Brown or Usher? Who will you go for?
I'll say Chris Brown because that's more of what I grew up on. I didn't grow up on Usher. But I think that's a hard conversation. I say Chris Brown because the type of music I listen to is more Chris Brown type of music for my age range. But
even
Usher and his bangers is like, bro, like the Confessions album, like it's like the shit that he did was like, bro, you can't.
My point exactly. Confessions album is probably the best Usher album of all time. Out of all his albums, that's probably top tier classic. You cannot knock that.
Yeah.
But this is what I be talking about when it comes to R&B and how it's different from R&B and rap. Because you work with so many of the best producers, writers, you should be good.
Yeah.
If you go listen to Usher I want to say probably last 3, somewhere in there.
Albums?
Yeah. Where can you even remember?
Hell no. Can't remember it.
Can you remember? Exactly. You can't.
I never was a Usher fan like that anyway, but
even if you wasn't a fan.
But
you heard songs.
Yeah, for sure. You hear the shit that's on the radio, yeah, of course, but
exactly. When you heard Chris Brown, he's everywhere.
Yeah. He
can rap.
It really just depends on the generation. Cause I could easily say Chris Brown because that's what I like. Chris Brown, I was in 5th grade I was in elementary school when he came out. So I literally grew up on Chris Brown. Since elementary school. And older people who older than me, they got Usher, so I can understand them saying he's better. And he might be, but I can't say that because I grew up on Chris. I didn't grow up on
Usher. Feel like he's better in some aspects.
I think when it comes to
because Chris Brown don't have an album Confessions.
Yeah, he don't. I think Usher maybe make a better album. He probably would make a better album back then. I'm not talking about the shit he do now.
Yeah.
He would have better albums than Chris Brown back then.
But I don't even think, like, let's be honest, his first album,
Chris Brown had better singles.
Yeah, he could put out more. Yeah, he had better singles than Usher.
Yeah.
And I just feel like when you go to some of Usher albums, all Usher albums weren't good either. Nobody talk about My Way album. He had a good 3 top songs on that album. If you go to 8701, he had about a good 2-3 songs on that jump. But Confession was the only complete album that he had where you can start from the first track all the way to the end. That's it. The rest of his albums, like, yeah, he just had some good singers that he put out for that album, but the overall album, you go listen to it, no. But either way, I just feel like Beyonce get too much credit than what good singers can. Maybe I just think singing is not as good how it used to be back in the day.
Yeah, it don't matter now.
It's just about everything. It's a beat,
dancing.
You could dance.
You gotta have the whole package.
You gotta have the whole package.
That's
now.
why she was because Whitney Houston. That's
nobody gave a fuck. Can Whitney Houston dance?
If she was doing that, somebody like Whitney Houston, they would get hella attention now, but it won't be as big as it was back then. When she meant back then, it wouldn't be as big if somebody came out like that now, because if that's the only thing you do, yeah, you're going to get hella shine and attention, but it's not going to be as, like, back then, she was like a god, like, for her voice.
Yeah, so basically you saying this generation now, when
you got to have more than that. Now, you got to have more than just a voice.
Be as big now than she was
Nah. Because you got to have more than a voice now. You got to be more than that.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but that's just how it is.
That's just how it is now. Like, you got Anita Baker out here. Oh, my God. Sweet Love. Yeah. Patti LaBelle, like, so basically you saying all them good singers then when made it in this generation.
No, they would have made it, but
not saying make it, but I'm talking about like be as top like Beyonce in this generation.
Nah. I don't think so.
That just showed us kind of like
music change.
This generation don't know what really good music is.
Hell, I could have told you that. Hell no, they don't. That's like rap. Like, look how many niggas who coming out. Look how many dudes who coming out who could actually rap. You think they gonna get pushed to the forefront like all the street rappers and the fucking TikTok and rappers and all that? Hell no.
Hell no. Like, I still wanted to this day, like, all the shit J. Cole did.
He get his flowers now.
He get his flowers.
I always feel like he should have been had it.
He should have been had it. It's facts. But like, when the album came out, when the album now that came out, like, I heard a lot of people saying he makes boring music, and that's just
I haven't heard that from this album.
I heard it from this album.
I ain't heard
that's what I'm saying. You in the gen. See, I don't know what you follow. I go look at everything on my Instagram page and look at how people say it. And I know people my age, even people my age, even said that's boring music. I'm like, what?
Like, I don't see how.
I
ain't heard it, and I pay attention to everything, so I haven't heard that. Only people I heard like hate on that album is like niggas who already don't like him anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Those are people I'm talking about.
But that's not a lot of people, though.
And I'm not saying don't nobody have their opinion not to like who they don't like. But my thing is just like, but we can like, but y'all glorified niggas we can't even understand.
Any nigga who prefer. And this is just my opinion. If you prefer all that like Dirk and like Pooh Shiesty and them type of niggas, and there's nothing wrong with that because I like it to a certain extent. But if you the type of person who prefer them type of niggas over like real lyrics and like really actually rapping about real shit, I don't care what you got to say. I really don't. When it comes to music, I don't give a shit about what you got to say because look what you listen to. Like.
Exactly.
That's just my opinion on that.
And you telling me, like, if you think about that shit, it's sweet when you hear it on a good beat and all that shit. But if you really, really listen to the lyrics,
listen to the content, they're not talking about shit.
They ain't talking about shit. It's like you getting the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And half of the time, the people who's rapping, they ain't even doing half of the shit that they saying they doing any fucking way. So it's just like, so what you really getting out of rap now? A bunch of fairy tale shit. Everybody want to be hard like that, and that's why I always liked the Drake, because Drake did it big being himself. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to be a street nigga to make it. Like,
facts. That's why that's why Drake always stood out to me. Him and Cole, because Drake took the love and a relationship and relatability shit with that route, with dealing with girls and shit and all of that type of shit. And J. Cole took the shit you deal with in school. He took that route, like dealing with school and all of that, and college and all of that shit. And I relate to those shits, like relationships and school shit. When I was in high school when I discovered these two niggas. So like I was actually a freshman, so I was just becoming who I am now. Like I was just becoming into it, my teenage years. That's important.
yeah.
So I found them niggas like literally when I got to high school, and I've been following them ever since. So relationships in school, that's what I was doing at that time. That's what they was rapping about. That's why I love them two niggas, like personally, because I can relate to them. That's why they my top.
It's crazy
two.
you bring up a point, and it's crazy how like this Trick Daddy Beyonce shit made us go this far into getting it, which is crazy, because I feel like this what people need to hear. It's like you said, remember how you just went and said how J. Cole went to the school route,
he went school route.
It's just so crazy to me how people glorify Jay-Z. Like I be saying, it's big names that people take and just like they don't do no wrong. Jay-Z is one of them. It's funny how the shit that he's talking about now, wealth, education, doing this and doing that, people glorify it now.
Yeah.
But what was happening when Nas was doing that when he was coming out? Nas was doing that shit already.
Yeah, true.
And people knocked him for that. When Nas was talking about that, Jay-Z was still talking about dealing drugs and being in the streets and shit.
Money and shit. And girls
yeah.
and shit, yeah.
Nas been teaching us this shit for years, and none of us won't pay no fucking attention. And now Nas finally get his flowers. Yeah, now he finally get a fucking Grammy
now
off his last album. Like that's fuck. Like that's what I be saying, bro. It's like they pick and choose
who they want
to be up top, bro. Yeah. It's like they don't pick what we really need to know.
What deserve to be there.
Yeah, like
that's how it's always been. So
it's like that shit crazy. Everybody make it seem like Jay-Z said some shit. Like, oh man, he's speaking some real facts, bro.
He kicking knowledge, and he
kicking
is
knowledge. He is,
but
this
like
knowledge was already being kicked out by Nas, and y'all knocked him for that. Y'all knocked him for that, for us teaching him that.
Because sometimes it ain't even about what's said; it's about who said it. That's why.
That's true.
Certain shit only hit you when certain people.
And don't get me wrong, let's not try to act like Nas won one of the top.
Yeah, he
was.
He is. He was. It's just. You know, they love.
Like I said, it's always about who has the better song, who has the better producer, who has the
favorite. Who's the favorite?
Who's the favorite? Yeah. Like that's how it is, and everybody had Jay-Z for their favorite than Nas.
Yeah,
and let's not forget. Nas did almost kill Jay-Z's career, but Jay-Z knew what he wanted to do, so that shit he won't be forgotten. We know, but. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
It's just crazy how that whole shit.
That shit branched off into a whole bunch of other shit.
That's how it be though.
That's how it be though.
But before I go, I'm just gonna say, Beyonce, I'm not gonna knock you, not gonna take away nothing you do, because I listen to
Beyonce.
you. I ain't gonna lie. Keep doing your thing. Keep representing us. You're a Virgo, and I gotta salute you because I'm a Virgo too. Your birthday is what I think after mine. Yeah. So keep on doing your thing, Beyonce. And Big High, man, y'all ease down, man.
Y'all
ease
gotta
down
chill
just
out,
a
bro.
little bit with how y'all killing people, man. Like everybody have their opinion. Let them have it. Just let them have it.
She literally don't even have to
say shit. Yeah, she.
They just do everything.
They just do everything. Just like Rihanna fans, like they got like the fans, like they don't have to really. Even though Rihanna gonna say what the fuck she gonna want to say, and she heard some bullshit.
I think Nicki fans and Barb's is probably the worst. I don't really hear Rihanna fans doing too much.
That's because Rihanna ain't been putting out nothing no more for us.
True.
She said fuck us when it comes to music now.
Nicki fans and Beyonce fans, they do the most damage.
Yeah, they really do.
Next up, we got Master P. He wanted to be the new coach in New Orleans, and I'm gonna play what he said real quick.
I think it's time they got to do something different, unique. The NBA is entertainment. I think it's time for me to be the first hip hop coach. I played in the NBA. Right. I done coached a lot of great players. I coached DeMar DeRozan. We got great players on the team, but they need somebody to understand them. So if they bring me in as a head coach or assistant coach, I think I could change the game. You think if you were at least an assistant coach, possibly head coach, we'll win. Keep Zion happy? We'll win and Zion will be happy. And even I have to work my way, start as assistant coach. Right. I know. You know, you gotta trust the process.
So what you think about that? I mean, based on his accolades and what he just said, I don't see why that would be a bad idea. I mean, he's from there. He played in the NBA.
Well, that's the thing. It's then you might as well say.
I mean, it's a lot of first time coach.
Yeah, it's a lot of first time coach, but it's just like the same narrative. Like how people talk about Steve Nash,
you think they just
all them should be no coach
just be like
because they play basketball. Like it's some people.
It could be a gimmick too.
That's why that's
it
one of the
reasons. It could look like a gimmick.
Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why Kobe Bryant didn't be a coach to the Lakers, because he knew that just because you're a great player doesn't mean you'll be a great coach too.
Yeah,
but a lot of people didn't like Kobe Bryant efforts and what he did on the court and how good he wanted you to be on and off, how he wanted you to practice. Like people won't wit how Kobe was doing. Paul George was one of them. That's why his game would never be as good as Kobe, because he never wanted to get up at 4:00 in the morning and go practice like Kobe did in the gym. And that's why Kobe just went and did his own thing and coached kids instead and went up and built women's basketball because they don't get enough credit.
Yeah.
And that's why he went and go and do that for them. But besides Master P being a coach, I don't know. Like
he coached before. I mean, he ain't coached no NBA. That's a big difference. But
yeah, it's a big difference.
It's a big difference. I'm not opposed to it. I don't think it's.
I think he should be an assistant coach first.
Yeah, I mean, that could work. And then if anything, assistant coach, and then we'll see how that works. And then
he said trust the process. Yeah, think about Zion got too long. Like he's young, but the athletic wise, he's injury prone too. Yeah. So it's like at the same time, it's like ain't so much process you can wait on. But I don't know. It just I get Master P. He kind of could do almost pretty much about everything. Yeah. So if becoming a coach is something he wanted to do, and then it happens, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna knock him and be mad about it. Like everybody deserve a chance at something. So
yeah,
fuck it. Why not?
All right. So next we got Lil Duval saying that Lil Baby is this generation Jeezy, and the Baby is this generation Ludacris. Now, as far as Lil Baby being this generation Jeezy, I don't know.
Think he bigger?
I won't say that because when Jeezy was at his height, I was too young. That you would know more about that than me. I was too young to really understand how big Jeezy was. I knew who he was.
Jeezy was big. He just ain't get the credit that he deserved. Like
I know, like
it took for people to see the verses with Gucci Mane to realize, oh damn, he did have this shit. Oh damn, he did have hits.
But yeah, I think that too. But at the same time, like I said, I was too young at the time. But based on what I seen, like older people say, like they got documentaries and shit when Jeezy, like when niggas was doing the snowman shit, like they said his movement, like in Atlanta, was huge. But
it was huge in Richmond, bro. When I was going to Armstrong High School, bro, I think it was I want to say it wasn't my freshman year, because my freshman year we was in the Armstrong building. It was when we had moved into the John F. Kennedy building. So I want to say it was either between my 10th or 11th grade year.
Uh-huh.
When I say almost every nigga in school had a snowman shirt on, including me, bro, they was kicking us out of school because we had that goddamn shirt on. They told us if you want to stay in school, you had to turn your shirt inside out, because teachers and shit found out what the fuck the snowman meant.
Yeah, his movement. I remember that big, and bro. Seeing like the documentaries and shit. That's how I knew about it. But like I said, I was too young to really understand how big Jeezy was. But if his movement was like that crazy and he really had the streets at that time, I can see why he said Lil Baby is that for right now.
Yeah, I could see that he can't.
I can see that.
I can see him being the Jeezy right now.
I heard Charlamagne the God say he think Baby it would be more of the T.I. because as far as lyrics, because Baby got lyrics and T.I. had like lyrics. Jeezy wasn't really a lyrical rapper. Like he just had them sweet ass songs. And he was talking his shit, but he won't known to be lyrical. Like T.I. was known for lyrical. Lil Baby is lyrical. So that's why he said he think that's a better fit. But I think either or, I mean.
But I think when it comes to the music, the platform music that Lil Baby come out, Jesus was more street than T.I. I feel like
Jeezy was
I'm not
more,
saying that T.I. wasn't street in his music, but if you go to his overall platform, he kept going up.
Yeah, he hit
Jesus stayed in the streets.
Yeah, he did.
His whole career. Yeah. So and that's what Lil Baby
is in streets right now.
So he might elevate into the T.I. because he more of a lyricist too.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm gonna say he on his Jeezy path. So how you feel about the Baby?
The Baby is just. I think that's accurate as fuck.
It's accurate as fuck. He even
look at the videos. Look at the videos, and the Baby can rap. He can rap. Ludacris can rap, but they animated as fuck. I agree. Like that shit.
But
that shit accurate.
He's not a better lyricist than Ludacris.
Hell no.
Never.
No. And I think this is hella accurate, but I think the big difference between him and Ludacris is Ludacris had different flows and shit.
Yeah.
His shit was all over the place. Like he one song he rapping a certain way, or he'll rap one way in a verse, and the next verse he rap different. The Baby got one flow right now.
He got one flow.
That's the only difference that I really see between them right now. That's the main difference. Other than
he's
that,
not as lyricist as Ludacris.
No, he not.
He don't have the flow like Ludacris has. So that's like only the two things I can see. Two,
yeah. Other than that, I think it's spot on. Like that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we got Big Sean. He dropped the 10th anniversary. He re-released and is re-released and remastered. Finally Famous.
That's what's up.
Yeah. He re-released Finally Famous. It's the 10th anniversary. He got one new song on it. It's called Freshman 10. And I like this song a lot because he rapping about his XXL freshman class, which consists of him, J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, Freddie Gibbs, Pill. He was signed at MLG at the time.
That probably was one of the last best XL.
I think 11. I think 11 was good too.
Okay.
Yeah, because that one had Meek and I think French Montana and I can't remember who else, but I think 11 was cool too. I think it started to go downhill like after 12.
Okay.
But Pill, he was signed to WMG. They had Wiz, Khalifa on there, OJ the Juice Man, J Rock, and then Fashawn and Donis. I don't really know who those two are, but this was a good ass class. So basically in freshman 10, he rapping about that day. He rapping about where it took him to get there and his experience meeting all of these dudes that day when they had to shoot this photo.
Okay.
Shit. And like if you watch the video, he got a video for it. Like you can see old footage of all of them. Like you see old Wiz when he was still rocking the snapbacks and he was skinny. You see J. Cole on stage when he still had the fresh cut.
Yeah.
That shit was like nostalgia to me because that's what I grew up on. Like when this shit came out, I was a freshman. Like no pun intended, I was a freshman when this shit came out. So all these guys, like I was fucking with. This is what I was listening to in high school.
Yeah, I got you.
So this shit mean a lot to me. And like when I seen that video, it brought back a lot of memories when I was in high school, a freshman. So I thought that shit was dope. Big Sean, he really need to get more credit than he deserved. Because
I was just about to say that because Big Sean is so
he talented, bro.
He talented, but
I know why he don't get it. And I figured it out. It's because I always liked it, Big Sean. When I first heard him, when he dropped "Gone Get You Son," "Gone."
Yeah,
that was like the first joint he put out with Kanye. That was the first song I ever heard him, and then that's when he dropped "What You Doing" and all that shit.
Yeah.
So when I first heard him, I liked him ever since. But he didn't. The reason why people don't put him up there and they don't view him how they view Cole, Drake, and Kendrick is because when they came out, people was fucking with them off the jump. Like, yeah, they had to grow into the level that they at now.
Yeah.
But from the jump, niggas was like, oh, this nigga J. Cole can rap. Oh, Drake he came out with a hit. Like his first song was a hit. Like and then Kendrick, Kendrick was that nigga. Like they was already that like nice as fuck. People was already fucking with them. Big Sean, he ain't get that until like the middle of his career. Like people really didn't care about his projects like that, and it like they did with them. Like people was J. Cole first album went platinum. Drake So Far Gone was platinum.
And that wasn't even an album for real.
That wasn't even an album. Kendrick, we already know what the fuck he was. So it's like Big Sean didn't have that when he first came out. He didn't get that until like the middle.
Which was crazy because he was signed with good music.
Yeah, he was signed with
you
good
would have
music.
thought. Like,
But
don't get me there. It ain't like he didn't have it.
People didn't take
his
him serious.
His
albums wasn't as good as theirs. Like,
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, Fame of Fame
was cool.
It was cool.
I liked it.
Hall of Fame was
I ain't like Hall of Fame.
Trash.
That's where he missed that.
Yeah,
because Drake had So Far Gone and Thank Me Later. Cole had Sideline Story and all the classic ass mixtapes niggas already knew about.
Yep.
And then Kendrick had the classic mixtapes and then Good Kid. Big Sean didn't have none of that.
He ain't had none of that shit. Like
his first album,
he even brought out his first real mixtape all late, the Detroit joint.
Yeah, the Detroit joint. That's like the joint. I was like, okay. Like I always liked him, but I thought he was cool. I thought he had some witty bars. And I like him.
So he got some
wit.
He got some good ass metaphors.
Yeah, he good with punchlines and shit. And I always liked that about Big Sean.
I think what
he didn't start rapping until Dark Sky Paradise. That's what I was about to say.
That album brought out the Big Sean
okay,
we needed.
Yeah, that's when he was like in a whole different space. If he would have dropped that first, and then niggas be like, okay, that would have. If he would have started with that, then.
But you gotta think about it. It wouldn't have been him first because that's not in this.
Yeah,
that's not what he was at. Yeah,
that's why I appreciate him more because it took him. He had to grow to that. He grew to that. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Like he didn't start out like they was already great from the jump. So it's like not saying he wasn't great. He was good, but they was great from the jump.
Yeah,
he
I get
wasn't.
what you're saying.
That's why they don't view him that way, and I understand that. But
I feel like he should be up there now.
Yeah, he should be up there. But the fact that he didn't. It's because of how he started, which is why they won't put him up there.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because once he brought that album out, the albums that he brought got after that been good. But as you see, Detroit 2 ain't get the.
It got mixed reviews.
Yeah,
mostly. I liked it personally, but I know a lot of people who like. What? I don't know. I fuck with you, Big Sean. So
me too. So
appreciate this new song you dropped out. It was like I said, it was nostalgia for me. Took me back to my freshman year. All right, so now we got Doja Cat new album. I listened to this whole thing yesterday, and I got some takeaways. I think she the most talented female rapper right now. Now, I don't think she rap. I don't think she the best female rapper.
I don't think she should be categorized as a rapper. I think she should be categorized just an
artist.
An artist, because I feel like when you categorize as an artist, I feel like you could do both. You could do whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
When if you knowledge as just hip hop, then if you think about all the songs where she got hits at, she's not rapping. She's not really rapping unless it's towards the end of the song.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I think she shouldn't be categorized. Most people are gonna say she's more pop.
Yeah, you could say, but I wouldn't classify her. Well, you could say she's a pop. She's a pop star, but she's rap. It's hard because people. It's hard because.
I haven't heard nothing that she gave me a Lil Kim bar, Foxy Brown bar, the Brad, Nicki Minaj. No, she never gave us none of that.
I heard it before.
Like in her album.
Yes. I hear a lot of Nicki. That's another takeaway from her album and the Hot Pink album. Like you can hear the Nicki influence. It's heavy.
No, I'm not saying. Like I'm talking about like.
Okay,
how they first came out. If you go when you talk about hip hop art, when you talk about hip hop female artists, you say Lil Kim, you say those names.
Yeah.
When you say hip hop female artists now, nobody's saying Doja Cat. I never heard nobody say Doja Cat is one of the top hip hop female artists right now.
I haven't heard that either.
Exactly.
But then who is then? She rap to me. When she do rap, she rap better than the majority of women that they praising right now. She rap better than Cardi. She rap better than Megan to me. Who else? City Girls, they can't even rap. So who
Fuck City Girls.
Who better than her then right now? Besides, I think her and Mulatto the best two.
But I'm gonna tell you why she's better than them because they still stuck in being in hip hop. We're not even gonna put City Girls.
No, I'm not even talking about the music. I'm talking about rapping, just rapping, not the music. I'm not talking about the music. She got bigger hits than them. I know that. I'm talking about when I hear Doja Cat rap, when she actually do rap, she's saying shit that I'm like, oh shit, like that's hard.
But that's what I'm saying. When you hear them songs, when you hear her rap, it's into a singing song. Yeah, it's in a singing that's song. What I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
They in a whole rap category. When they bring out a song, it's just them rapping. You don't hear Megan Thee Stallion trying to sing. You don't hear Cardi B trying to sing. When Doja Cat comes out, she's bringing that Drake in it. She's bringing that singing and that rap in one song. True. So you can't really say she's a hip hop artist because she's not.
Okay, but
if she's bringing out songs like that, if she came out and gave me a whole album like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, just nothing but rapping without the singing, then I could put her as a top hip hop female artist. But as for now,
I see what you're saying. You look at her more of a pop artist.
I look at her more than a pop artist because she's doing both. Pop artists mostly rap and do a little bit of singing in their song, and she got that crowd.
Yeah,
she got that type of crowd. She don't got the crowd like Megan and them have. That's all. They just wanted her all rap and street shit.
Yeah, she don't got that. I just think I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. She looked at as a pop artist. I just think personally, when I hear her, when she do rap, I'm just talking about rap, not the type of song she make. When I hear her rap and her verses, she say more shit that impress me than I hear from the other girls that when they rap. That's all.
And that might be true, but when you put shit on charts and how they categorize shit, you can't put none of Doja Cat songs when you go to hip hop with Nicki Minaj and all them stuff. Why you think?
But Nicki Minaj got a lot of songs.
Exactly. But what did Nicki Minaj did first? Which she started
with rap. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But if you think about it, a lot of her earlier songs she was singing in too, though.
But that's what. But you're not processing what I'm saying. When they came out to do their crowd, they got known as rap. Yeah, Doja Cat didn't get known for rap when she finally got her first hit. She did some bullshit, some bitch I'm a cow shit that got her up top. The shit that she did before that, where she probably was actual rapping, that shit was not acknowledged. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that didn't get acknowledged, she was smart to do both.
Yeah,
and she never made a whole full rap song where she just spitting bars like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B be doing. She has to sing. She has to do that. I don't think she can do a hit bar album like that, like they do. That's why I can't put her in the category.
But I wouldn't say that. I get what you're saying, but I don't think they can make a. I don't think they can make a hit bar album either. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion albums are good.
When they rap, I ain't gonna say
she got hits, but her album not good.
Good Girls, that album was
that Good News.
Yeah, Good News shit.
I heard that shit was trash.
That shit was good.
I ain't hear nobody say that, bro.
That shit
I swear
was
to God,
good.
I ain't hear nobody say that. Other than her fans.
It was number one.
Okay, because she a big name. That don't mean it's good.
You could be but then one. You can say that about a lot of. You can say that about a lot of people. Then
I know, but we talking about her though.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. You can't say
I didn't like that album. I heard it. I didn't like that album. For one, I'm one of them people. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion is that good of a rapper, bro. She got one flow and she only talk about pussy, bro. I don't think she's that good of a rapper. That's just my opinion. I don't think she's like that, bro, at all.
I think Megan Thee Stallion is like that. I just think she just need to advance more.
Her songs
gonna always start being the same. That's why I say she need to advance more, and that's why Doja Cat is being up top because she giving them everything. Yeah,
that's why.
But she never gave nobody nothing that they're doing as far as just rap. That's just like okay. That's for example.
I get what you're saying.
Chris Brown rap, but what do everybody look at him as? He gonna always be looked at as R&B.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You get that? Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. She's not looked at as just rap.
Yeah, because she do more than that.
I'm not even saying I look at her, even though I look at her as a pop artist, but to me, she's an artist.
Yeah, she's an artist. Overall.
Where she can
she
give
creative.
You, yeah, she creative.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it. But when you look down in the charts, when you look down,
so if you go to
the BET Hip Hop Awards, she is not going to be on no category.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
BET Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Hip Hop Awards? I just meant BET Awards.
No, I know BET Awards.
Oh yeah, okay.
They gave
Hip Hop Awards.
Doja Cat female artists on the fucking VMAs because she's giving them pop artist stuff that they like. VMA's not gonna give people awards that just do all rap. That's why she wins.
Yeah. That's
what I'm trying to say. That's why we have our own award.
Yeah.
Why you think people like Jeezy and shit and they get credit for winning awards and shit like that because they stayed in the street shit.
They stayed in a subgenre.
But that doesn't mean they wasn't good just because they stayed in that.
Yeah.
It's just like when it comes to the overall world of music, they want artists that can give you more than just one thing.
Yeah.
And that's what made Doja Cat much big because she gives you singing and she could give you a little bit of rap. Just like Nicki Minaj, she gave you all rap a little bit at first, but then she didn't even switch over even like from the next album. That's first singing album because she did all rap through her mixtapes. That's how she got us. She did all rap with her mixtapes. When she brought out her first album, if you go down the list, it was like rap. Oh shit, pop song, rap.
Yeah.
Like she knew how to advance herself to get that crowd. And that's what Doja Cat did. And that's why I agree when you said she more of a Nicki Minaj influence because she went and did that.
Same route.
It just fucked up that us, we think once a person be rap, they don't supposed to do nothing else. Like some people like that. Some people think you supposed to stay like Lil Kim. Some people think you supposed to stay like this.
I think if you come in, not even if you come in, but if I'm introduced to you and if you doing like Doja Cat, when I'm introduced to you, I hear you rapping and I hear you singing. Cool. Nicki, the mixtapes, she was rapping, but on her first album, she was doing both. Cool. That you still new. If you doing that shit when you're new, then that's okay. Then I'm used to that. Like that's what you're doing. You're doing both from the jump, but I only don't like it. But I understand it. It's a money thing. You get a bigger audience, so I understand it. But I just don't like it. Like for example, Wiz when he was on his Cabin Fever, Cushion Orange Juice, and all that shit. Even the first Rolling Papers, I love that version of him. But when he started. But look how much shit he gave us before he changed.
That's what I'm saying.
So he was this way for this long, and then he changed, and he never went back. So that's why I have a problem with it. I understand because he get more money now, but you sacrificing the art, which is the only thing I care for is the art. So it's like I understand why they changed because it's smart, it's business. But the way
the generation is now, it made it hard for artists to. Some type of
to stay one way, because you get more money when you do different things.
And art don't pay bills.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I say I understand.
And I feel like that's why Wiz.
I'm just speaking from my own selfish point of view. That's why
Wiz went over. Not saying that he did something out the way. He just stopped that Young Matata. But you gotta think about it. He did that shit for so long, and somewhere in his career, if he would have kept that way because he did this for so many mixtapes, he probably would have felt stuck. Or something. He would have been stuck.
Yeah,
he would have never elevated.
Yeah,
and people would have forgot about Wiz. Like people,
maybe
Wiz. All y'all talk about is weed all the time. People still love that shit.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. Some artists can get away with that.
Yeah, it depends on who you are.
Yeah,
and how great you are, really. So, all right, so we're gonna switch into some movie talk. First up, we got Kevin Hart movie on Netflix, Fatherhood. What you think about that movie?
Man, I thought that was an excellent movie because I'm a father myself.
I agree.
I also want to congratulate Kevin Hart for this movie going number 1.
Yeah, I seen that. It was trending number 1.
And the fact that people always said Kevin Hart can't play serious roles.
Yeah, he definitely surprised me.
Even though he was still funny in this movie.
I knew he was gonna still have funny lines. Yeah. But overall, it was serious.
Overall, he played a role that didn't nobody think he can play, which I didn't get because he also played a good serious role when he played in the movie. What was the name of when he took care of the white man that couldn't take care of himself?
I ain't never watched that. So
that was a good movie.
I
Maybe
never
you should
seen
watch
that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
though, but I ain't watched it.
I feel like that was a serious movie too. So I love the fact how he embraced this movie. How do you feel about the movie?
I think it was amazing. I love that movie. Like I remember when it came out. Like I already had intentions on watching it, but you sent me a text saying watch it so we can review it, and I watched it with my girl. I think it was amazing. Like I love it. Like that acting. First of all, the story was hella sad, but that's that's shit that really do happen in real life. It actually is a true story, but he, like I said, he impressed me with his acting because people always give him flack. Like he always play the same character in every movie, and he has, but he's showing people, like you said, that I could do more than just that. Like it made me believe it. Like you can see, like when he had crime scenes, you could really tell. Like it didn't look forced. It looked like you felt it. Like I ain't watch a movie that made me emotional in like I don't know how long. I ain't gonna lie. That joint made me a little emotional, bro. Cause like when he found out what he found out, I don't want to give it away just in case people ain't seen it. But how he reacted, I was like, bro, like, cause the first thing I thought about is like, damn, that happened. And what if that happened to me? You know
what I'm saying?
So that made me feel away. Like,
and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of teared up a little bit because when it made me realize my situation.
Yeah.
About having to we don't like us men don't being a new parent, and then I don't want to give away what happened, so I'm gonna try to make this
just walk around
walk around it. So basically, like what I want to say about this movie is we gotta respect women more. We really need to respect women more. Half of the shit women go through, we would not be able to handle. I don't think no man on earth would be able to handle carrying another child inside them, having a child in general, and the shit they got to go through, the pain they go through. Being pregnant doesn't always mean that you're gonna have a baby and things gonna be good. Pregnancy, it can be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. You can die, the baby can die, it can go either way. And for people to go through that, like I went through that, and that's what made me so emotional about this movie. And I think this should be a movie that everybody should go see. And it definitely will humble some of these men out here so they can start telling women what they should do with their body when they having kids. So you can understand what comes with this. Because people think it's cool when you get a woman pregnant and you don't want to have a kid with that person. At the same time, it takes two to make a baby. True. Second of all, what comes with telling a woman to get an abortion because you don't want a child, what comes with that is you might not want to have a child with her, but let's say she finally want to have a child with somebody that she's really with. Bad conditions can happen with that.
Yeah.
She could not probably not ever have kids ever in her life because she had got that one or two abortions because of the dude she used to deal with.
True.
People don't understand the effects it happens to a woman's body when they get abortion. It sounds good to y'all because y'all don't want to deal with no baby right now, but it's not good years later when her body don't want to have kids. So
when she ready because she already did what she did with that.
Exactly.
I agree. 100%.
And I know what I'm saying, man, me and mine, we struggled with that when we was trying to have a kid. So I just want men to be mindful how much a woman go through. Yeah, we men go through stuff too, but I think when it comes to bringing another person in this world, I think we have to be more respectful. No matter what the situation is, no matter if y'all not on the same page as far as the relationship, I just feel like as a man, you should be supportive no matter what. And that's all I have to say on that.
And the last thing, like I agree with like what you said, by the way. But the last thing I want to say about this movie is that little girl, bro. She is a star, bro.
Yeah,
she is
a
so
star.
great. Like she is so great at a young age. That's the same girl that was in Dumb. Did you watch Dumb on Amazon? The John when you was like they always using like black trauma or some shit like that.
Oh no, I ain't
you
watched
ain't
that
never
shit.
finished it. Yeah, she was the daughter in that too, and the mom in there is her mom in the movie too.
Real?
Yeah, that shit
Damn.
hard.
That's what's up.
That was hard
That's
how
what's
they
up.
did that. So she a star, and I found myself being a fan of her now because she remind me of Sydney so much. My niece.
Okay.
She remind me of Sydney so much. Like, you don't think so?
Yeah, I do think so.
I can see that. Like, even my girl said that. Like, she just looked like her. She remind me of her. So she's a star, and I'm definitely gonna pay attention and see where her career takes her.
I hope it goes up.
I hope it goes up too, because she's a star. All right, so now we got Fast and the Furious 9.
They still making these?
They trying to get to 10, man, and that's the issue right fucking there. They trying to get to 10, and they just coming up with shit that make no sense. So, first of all, I supposed to believe that John Cena is this nigga brother, and he all about family, bro.
But
so what the fuck was this family in 9 movies? 9 movies. That's 9 movies to get to this nigga. What? It's like, bro, they just come. All right, let me break it down.
I really felt like because they lost The Rock, they needed to try to get somebody
to compensate
as much bigger.
That. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna break it down like this because I was talking about this with my guys yesterday. The first 3 Fast and the Furious movies, I love them. A lot of people love them.
When you say 3,
the first 3,
are you including Tokyo Drift?
I love Tokyo Drift.
Okay,
I love Tokyo
I was
Drift.
just making sure because some people don't count that shit.
I know. Well, they got to now because Han and all that shit. But all right, so the first one, that's a classic one. That's the one that started it all. I personally like the second one better. That's the one I watched that more
Tyrese,
than
right?
Yeah, and Ludacris. I like that one more because it was more. I was a kid, so it was more racing in that one than in that one.
Yeah, true.
And a lot of people forget that Paul Walker, rest in peace, he was the main character in the first one and the second one. A lot of people forget that because they look at it as Vin Diesel franchise now, which they made it that way now. But Paul Walker was the main character in these movies. That's who my favorite character was. That's why I love the second one. It wasn't no Vin Diesel. It was Paul Walker. And it was more street racing, and the cars was even more fire than the first one.
Yeah, it was.
And then you get the Tokyo Drift. A lot of people don't like Tokyo Drift because it's a different cast. I love Tokyo Drift because it took you.
Bow Wow.
No, they don't like it. A lot of people don't like it, but I love Tokyo Drift because they brought a new element, drifting. They brought something, and the cars over there was sweet, bro. That shit, watching that shit made me want to go to Tokyo, bro. Like I was young watching that. It made me want to go to Tokyo because that world they created, that shit was so dope to me. And I like Tokyo Drift a lot. The fourth one, I like the fourth one because it was the original cast coming back. So it was like, oh shit, it's like refreshing. You seeing them again.
Yeah, how they going?
We haven't seen all of them together since the first one.
How it was gonna react?
Yeah,
they found out
that he was a cop.
And shit.
So it was making sense, and it was still street race. The main thing of that movie was still street racing. That was the core. And then Fast 5, which is I think Fast 5 is the best one. It's not my favorite, but it's the best
Fast
one.
5 was the one with The Rock, right?
Yeah, that's when The Rock first showed up.
Yeah.
That's the best one. It's not my favorite, but it was the best one.
Gotcha.
With everything, action, it still made sense. It was still grounded. They weren't doing shit that's not believable other than the little tank shit. Yeah. I mean, the vault, but that wasn't that big of a reach, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. So I like Fast 5 a lot. Plus that fight scene with The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
That shit was like, bro, I was young watching that shit. Like 2 big ass niggas fighting. I'm like, bro,
that shit was hard.
So Fast 6, I like that one. I like Fast 6 because it was like, okay, they supposed to be done now. I think I could have ended on 5 and I would have been perfectly fine. But the fact that in Fast 6, it was like they weren't getting chased by police no more. Now it was team against team. It was another squad that was just like them, that's some different shit. It's new. Yeah. It's like, okay, so they going up against people who just like them, another squad. That's hard to me. That was hard. So I like Fast 6. It wasn't as good as 5, but I like it a lot. 7, this is when it started going downhill, bro. 7, you got was it Owen Shaw or Deacon Shaw? One of them. I forgot his name, but the Shaw brothers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So Shaw come in the picture. Fast 7 was okay. It wasn't bad. But I put it like this. As far as action, it was good. The action was good. The story, I was like, his brother coming after them. I get it. And then they threw the Han connection in there.
Yeah.
From Tokyo Drift. I'm saying, okay, I see where they're going. It wasn't bad. I think Fast 7 was good. Fast 8, this is where they start fucking up, bro.
Before you even get to that, let's make it clear. Even though we said we would have been good with Fast 5 being the end, I really think
Fast 7 should have been the end because that's when Paul Walker stopped.
Yeah,
I almost forgot. I'm glad you just said.
And they couldn't even finish it with him. They had to use his brother
and then CGI his face.
Yeah,
so let me. Yeah, you're right. I almost forgot about that. They should have stopped with 7 because Paul Walker had died. So I feel like out of respect for him, I understand the whole goal was 10, but I don't give a shit. If he was the main character and that was my favorite character, that's why it mean a lot to me that they keep doing this. It made me mad because he's not here and he was my favorite character. So Fast 7, after that, they should have stopped because when they got to 8, they just started making shit up.
Yeah, like they started doing shit like all
now
of a sudden.
Fighting him. Now they fighting Dom. Like, come
for
on,
what?
Bro.
If now Van
he got a kid.
He could do every goddamn thing. The bull jump off shit.
Bro, he was a mechanic. How he go from a mechanic to fighting assassins and taking on the CIA? Like, come on, bro. This is not Triple X, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you might as well say he was the assassin too because he was killing them niggas too. Like,
exactly. And
like,
why
what
can't
the fuck
he do
is this going to?
Bro, this nigga could do everything in these movies, bro.
That's why I didn't blame when Dwayne Johnson said he was leaving because that shit was getting ridiculous, bro.
Getting ridiculous, bro. It's getting fucking ridiculous.
It didn't make no fucking sense. And then now we got Fast 9,
man,
and it don't even make no more sense because how the fuck Han come back? First of all,
Han coming back. I heard they don't even explain that in a good way.
Wow,
I ain't watched this movie. I don't have no plans. I don't have no plans on watching it. By the way, so Han came back.
When it's free.
Han, yeah, if it's free, I might look at it just so I can laugh at it. So Han came back. I heard it ain't no real explanation for that. It looked like they fighting a submarine or some type of shit in the fucking trailer, which is ridiculous because they on ice. I heard they actually go to fucking space in this movie, bro. I'm not bullshit.
Hold on, what?
I heard they go to fucking space. And that's been a joke, like, bro, what they gonna end up doing? Going to space one day?
But you know they did say the joke. They said the rest of part might join. They said the rest of the world might join them niggas next.
They might collide or some shit, bro. That was a joke, and they made that shit into it. They actually put it in the movie, and then they actually went to like orbit or some shit. I ain't see the movie. I'm just going off of what I heard is in the movie, and I'm just like, bro, this is just
so that was the whole thing on when Tyrese and Ludacris was in that goddamn
Yeah,
because they was going to space.
Yeah, see how ridiculous that sound? Like this shit is just crazy.
Wow,
bro. They really need to just stop because I feel like you fucking up the whole legacy of the movie. I understand it's money, it's a money thing, but I feel like at this point,
it's not gonna get at the top of the charts. They already did it big when they started with The Rock. That's the biggest it's gonna get.
At this point, they only doing this shit for 2 reasons: money. That's the number one because don't nobody make movies without money being the main thing to get back. And then 2, they want to get to 10, but they fucking up the whole legacy because you just come making up these dumbass stories that don't make no sense. Like last one, they fighting Dom. You don't have a villain, so let's just turn y'all against each other. Let's all y'all fight him now.
And
now this one, he got a brother out of nowhere that we never heard about until now.
I would have liked it if he would at least mention in the first Fast that he had a brother, but he don't never be around or some shit. Like some way they could have made that scene, but at that time they weren't thinking what they was gonna do.
They probably
didn't think they probably was gonna get this far anyway.
Yeah.
So I get that point. But you can't be all about family through the whole fucking franchise. And then all of a sudden,
you got a brother we never even
got a brother that hates you, wants you dead.
Like this shit
and it's John fucking Cena.
Out of all people, nigga don't even look alike.
Like nigga, y'all not like who mama was white, who daddy was the tie. Like how the fuck did y'all mix these two and looked at both of them and
and
said,
said
"Oh,
they
they could be brothers in the fucking movie together."
Bro, it would have made more sense if he want. You should just say they want brothers. Bro.
Yeah,
just
because
when
Vin Diesel first introduced John Cena in the franchise, I was like, "Oh shit, that might be sweet," because they got rid of The Rock. So I'm thinking he might have a role similar to The Rock's role.
Another cop, or another type of villain or something.
Yeah, like that. But when I heard
brother,
he was the brother, I was like, huh? Like, what kind of dumb shit is this?
Bro.
Like, this is the stupidest shit I ever seen. And then it's just like the fact that Ludacris Tyrese still is a part of this dumb shit is just beyond me.
Because they getting paid.
Yeah, they get paid.
Well.
Yeah, so I don't get it. If you gonna give me money for doing trash ass movies, fuck it, I'll be in it too. Shit, fuck it. But it's just like when I think of Fast and Furious, bro, it's a legacy to me. It's a franchise where it should not keep going. To be honest, I'd rather would have just stopped at 7, and if they was gonna make more, they should have made it with different characters, maybe like they're kids or something, trying to get into a spinoff or something like that.
Which is what they're gonna do after 10.
So they're gonna do that. So they're gonna do that after 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be spinoffs and shit. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be other shit. Like Hobbs and Shaw was a spinoff.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's gonna just get more ridiculous, and I'm not excited for none of that.
Like, it's just crazy. It went from street racing to
going to space.
Going to fucking space, bro. How the fuck?
Dog, this nigga invincible, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna pay my money to go see this shit. But now that you told me that, I can't wait till I can see it on
free.
For free.
Just so I can laugh.
Just so I can laugh at that shit. Like, cause I know it's funny. Yeah. Like, I know it's gonna be funny. Don't get me wrong. I know some parts in the movie that's gonna be like, okay, but it's just
ridiculous.
It just got outside what Fast and Furious really mean.
You probably would see shit in superhero movies that's more believable than the shit they do.
Man, I bet you the cartoon Fast and Furious probably better than this shit. Like, this shit just fucking ridiculous, man.
It really is ridiculous.
Vin Diesel, you should be ashamed of your motherfucking self. Like, fuck you, dog. Like, you giving us this bullshit, bro. You already gave us that bullshit ass Triple X movie.
Oh yeah, when he came back.
When you came back, that was fucking trash.
Yeah, that was whack.
I'd rather just have one, but god damn, it's just like, bro, you ain't the same no more. Now I see why the motherfucking Rock left y'all motherfucking there. He was on to something. Now I see why. And Tyrese crybaby ass, you get on my fucking nerves too. Cause when shit don't go your way, you want to fucking cry on the internet, mad that the Rock went and did his own thing. But I guarantee your motherfucking ass, if they would have gave you a spinoff of your own, you would have took that shit. So I don't even want to hear that shit.
Right.
So if y'all went to space on 9, what the fuck is y'all going to 10?
Bro, I don't even want to know what they're gonna come up with, bro. It's gonna be something that don't make no sense.
Somebody hit me up, let me know what really happened at the end of that movie so I can see how it's gonna go to a 10, please.
We're gonna move along from that dumbass shit. But Marvel dropped trailer 2 for Shang-Chi. And a lot of people don't know who Shang-Chi is, so I'm gonna break it down a little bit. So he basically like the Bruce Lee of the Marvel universe.
Which is gonna be dope.
Which is dope because this is like the first martial arts Marvel movie that we getting. We never had this before. And it's like 20 something movies. It's a movie
or a series?
It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. But they put it on Netflix or it's gonna be at the movies?
No, it's gonna be at the movies.
Okay.
They might because Black Widow is being released on movies and on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
So they might do it like that.
For that
you still gotta pay for it regardless. But so we 20 movies in and we never had a martial arts movie in Marvel. It's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah,
this is the first time that we getting that. Shang-Chi is basically the best hand-to-hand fighter in the Marvel universe. So what that means is out of all of the people who can fight their ass off in the Marvel world, he is the best.
Okay.
He is the best. I'm not sure if he gonna have powers in this movie because in the comics, Shang-Chi doesn't have powers. He's so good as a fighter that he don't need powers. Like he that nice that he can keep up with niggas who got powers because he's just that nice. But recently in the comics, they did give him some type of abilities. He could like duplicate himself or some shit like that.
Okay.
But that's like some recent shit. So I don't know if they're gonna add that in there or not. From the trailers, it don't look like they're gonna give him powers. I actually hope they don't because I think that make him even more sweet.
Yeah.
Like if he just that nice that he could just keep up. Like
it'll be like they're Batman just on Marvel because Batman they have powers.
Yeah. As far as like, well, I wouldn't really say that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. That kind of
But
was not the
good comparison, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. But he basically, he even like he even beat Spider-Man before, like just on some fighting shit. He beat Spider-Man.
Man.
So, and he even better than Iron Fist as a fighter, and Iron Fist is a beast. So,
oh shit.
So the 10
yeah,
rings.
watch this then.
Yeah, this nigga, he's something serious, man. So in the 10 rings, they each have their own abilities. They're not as powerful as the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
But they are powerful, and they doing it different in the movie than in the comics, because in the comics they're rings like on your finger. But they changed it in the movie. It's like bracelets now. But I think that I think they did that.
Call them rings?
Yeah, because it's still a ring.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's still a ring. But I think they did it like that because we just dealt with Thanos and the stone, so it looked the same. You don't want to have it's like you got to switch it up.
They want to make it
you
more
don't want
interesting.
because it's like you doing that again. Like you don't want to make it seem like the same thing. So they made it bracelets instead, and I think that's dope for how they changed it up for the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, they each have their own ability. In the trailer, you see when it's a scene when he under the water. And it's a dragon under that bitch. You remember that scene?
Yeah, I seen the scene.
All right, so the giant dragon is Fing Fang Foom. He got crazy ass name, but that's his name.
Fang Foom.
Fing Fang Foom.
Fing Fang Foom.
So in the comics, he's actually an alien race. He's an alien, and the 10 rings actually come from him. They come from his race. It's actually alien technology. So when he came to Earth, he came to Earth with the rings.
So that big ass motherfucker came to Earth.
Yeah, he came to Earth.
Damn.
He connected to their whole culture, where they from, whatever they from, and the Mandarin, which is Shang-Chi dad. He not his dad in the comics, but in the movie, he his dad. So they switched that. So in the movie,
I ain't think they was gonna do a lot of switches because Marvel really don't do a lot of switches unless they have to.
No, they do. They switch it up.
Oh, okay.
They don't always rely on exactly how it was in the comics. They switch it up a lot.
Okay.
But that's his dad. In the movies, the Mandarin, which is the villain, is his dad. So that's actually something new, because you never seen like a hero fighting the villain that's his own parent. Yeah. You never really seen that for real. So and in the Mandarin actually got the rings from Fing Fang Fu. He found the technology from him. I don't think it was given to him. He kind of stole it in a way.
Okay. Can the motherfucker talk or something?
The alien, the dragon, I think he can.
The dragon can talk.
Yeah,
so that's why I was getting confused. I'm like, he took that from a fucking dragon.
But I don't think he was he took it from the dragon. I don't think the dragon was there when he took it though. In the comics. I don't know how they're gonna do it in the movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had 10 rings. My nigga got shit. Tom Brady almost the Mandarin at this point.
Yeah.
God damn, he the Mandarin in real life, but shit.
Oh shit.
But yeah, this shit gonna be crazy. And at the end of the trailer, you see the big ass creature nigga in the ring.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying that's Abomination, and it looked like Abomination. And that's a callback to, if you remember the Incredible Hulk movie. Remember when he was fighting him in the old Incredible Hulk movie that came out the same year Iron Man came out. Remember
that one. But before they switched the nigga.
Yeah, before they switched the Bruce Banner, before they switched him to the new actor. But that's still a part of the MCU. So he finally coming back, and that's a huge deal. A lot of people was talking about, because we haven't seen him since that movie, and everybody was like, "What the hell happened to him?" Because he didn't die.
That shit been years.
Yeah, it's been years, bro, since we seen him, and a lot of people like, bro, we haven't seen Abomination since that movie. This was like 2008 when that shit came out.
Hell yeah!
So
I was just he
finally coming back, and that got a lot of people excited, because we've been wondering, what the fuck is Abomination at? Like, he ain't dead. And he went toe to toe with the Hawk. So we finally about to get him back. And I can't wait to see how that shit gonna work out. Cause they got a She-Hulk show coming on Disney Plus. It's which is the female version of the Hawk. I think she gonna be his cousin. I think she his cousin in the comics. I don't know if it's gonna be like that in the show. But Abomination's supposed to be in that. So it looked like he gonna show up in here first, and Shang-Chi first, and then end up being on that show. And the real Hawk is actually supposed to be on that show too.
Oh, okay, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. How the fuck you keep up with all this shit,
bro?
man?
I'm a Marvel fucking head,
I'm
bro.
a Marvel head
I'm
too,
a
but I ain't
Marvel
gonna lie.
head, bro.
You
I know
the
all this
goat
shit.
in the family with it now because I was the goat at first. I used to stay up on this shit, but now I don't know if because I've been having like I don't know what it is,
bro. When
I hate when I get away from shit that I like, and
that's
it's
why
hard
it's
to
good
get back
keep
into.
up. But see, it's like when you love something or you really into something, it's easy to keep up with it, and then you start looking for more shit on that specific.
See,
thing.
I think that's where I went wrong. There, I went. My main focus was on who they kept bringing out of the mains, like the Captain American, Iron Man, Batman, Superman.
So you not really too familiar with like the people who not as known.
Yeah. So
see, it's easy. See, because I follow a lot of people who know a lot of shit. So whatever I learn shit from them as well. So it's adding to the shit I already know. So then I could tell them.
You be helping me to be honest, man.
Put
I'd
y'all,
be like,
see, the shit it's still shit that I don't know that I learned from them, and then I just pass it on, and that's just how it is. But I can't wait for this fucking movie, bro. This shit looks sweet as a bitch. I love ninja movies and shit like that, and the fighting, and this is what he all about. So I know this shit about to be crazy.
I bet he can't beat no Bruce Lee though.
Shit.
Hell no. He ain't nobody fucking with Bruce Lee, boy.
Nah, I mean, this fiction shit.
I know.
If you looking at it, he'll beat the shit out of Bruce Lee. Wait, I don't know. I just can't
Bruce
wait.
Lee was the real.
Bruce Lee was our Joseph side. Bruce Lee was that dude though, bro. Like he the inspiration behind all these niggas. Jackie Chan, Jet Li,
Steven
Shang-Chi, the fucking it's characters in Street Fighter and Tekken that literally supposed to be Bruce Lee.
And the crazy part, not only that they wanted to be Bruce Lee, like some of the names that you named, he actually trained. Because I know Chuck Norris was one on for sure.
Okay.
And I want to say who else was one on. I forgot who the other one was, but hey.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep, we waiting for this movie, man. It's supposed to come out in September, but in the meantime, we still got Loki every Wednesday, and then we got Black Widow coming to us July 7th.
I can't wait.
Can't wait for that. I've been waiting for she is, and I've been waiting for a Marvel movie for a long time, man. So we finally about to get that back.
And we back in the movies, nigga.
All right, so we gonna end it here for this one. This has been episode 4. I'm Duke.
I'm DJ.
And this is the Comebck Szn podcast. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.